Okay, see, now I'm afraid to talk because he said going live. It's
right,
like when you go up to the urinal and there's like 40 guys all right next to you and behind you.
Yeah, and like you're tapping your foot, and you're trying to get their attention, and nobody's paying attention.
Just to see if someone will blow you. God damn it.
Man, that is a feeling of rejection, and that doesn't work.
It really is. You know?
I got to get out of the Senate. It's none of those guys.
None of these guys will blow me in the Senate. What's going on?
Who am I kidding? They're fucking lining up.
Jesus
Ridiculous.
Christ.
Do you think they have a different bathroom for the Republicans and the Democrats?
Yes,
Ian,
I'm
are
here.
you here?
Yeah.
Why
Yes.
are you here?
I'm sorry. What? Okay.
Yeah, get the
usually
fuck
at
outta
the
here,
beginning
Ian.
we talk, and then.
Oh, okay. You want to stay and hang out for a little
No.
bit? Ian, tell us about your stream.
No.
Tell us about your
For
stream.
fuck's sake! All right, I'm leaving. God. I'm gonna play the Rudy video if you keep it up.
Oh, so good. So good. We got an action-packed cast for you today. Really interesting people, and we will be here today, so that's going to be exciting.
What's going to be great, what people don't expect is when we have the guests on, we're just going to turn our mics off and let them
I'm
have
actually
going to
shut my camera off.
That's it. Just, yeah.
It's your show now.
Your show now,
You
motherfuckers. I don't
Go.
know. Raise some money, bitches.
Go. Go. Oh, man. So, Tom, happy Thanksgiving. You had a
Happy
good day.
Thanksgiving.
You had a good day.
I had an awesome day, man. Like Thanksgiving, I know some people were fucking naysayers about Thanksgiving. It is my absolute. It's a fucking feast day, and it's a day to be grateful.
I love it too. Yeah, it's awesome.
I couldn't love Thanksgiving anymore. You know, it's it's the best.
We had a great day yesterday. Watched Mystery Science Theater because they do the MST3K Turkey Day Marathon every year on the Stream channel.
Oh, nice.
It's like a full
Did you watch
24 hours.
Birdemic? That seems like really appropriate for Thanksgiving 2020.
But I'll tell you, I enjoyed the shit out of that. We watched a lot of that. We put up our Christmas tree. I'm a huge Christmas fan. I know a lot of people are naysayers, but I'm a huge Christmas fan because, again, feast day, good day to be grateful, good day to thank people around you. You just do it with gifts instead of just words, and I love it. So we put up our Christmas tree yesterday, and we had a great time. Listen to Christmas music. At Thanksgiving, you're allowed to. So we listened to Christmas music. It was outstanding.
Oh, man, my daughter's so into Christmas. We've had our Christmas tree up since the day after Halloween.
Nice.
And Christmas music is flowing. She
Fucking
is
A.
into Christmas.
Yes, that's outstanding. I would play it earlier, but we actually listened to Halloween music all the way up till Halloween. And Halloween music is 5 songs, by the way. It's the Monster Mash.
I don't even know what
and
Halloween
then
music is.
maybe 6 other weird songs that pop up. Thrillers on there, a couple others, but there's really not a lot of Halloween music. But yeah, so
is there Thanksgiving music? Is there like Happy Genocide for the Indians? Like, what? How does that song go? I don't know
Native
the song.
Americans, Tom. Jesus
Native Americans. I'm
Christ.
sorry.
What the fuck is wrong? We already ruined the stream. You already ruined everything.
That didn't take long. I figured it'd be like 4 or 4:15 by the time that happened.
Okay, so here's the deal, guys. In a minute or so, we're going to have Thomas and Andrew on. You guys donate during their time to give them bragging rights, and they're going to have an uphill climb because you know what I heard? I heard the Scathing guys have a $5,000 match during their time. That's outstanding.
Yeah, there's no way opening arguments can possibly compete.
I mean, God,
I'm just going to call it right now.
I mean, look, you're going up against Scathing guys. It's you're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a hard day. It's going to be a rough day for you, bud. That's all I'm saying.
I hope we don't get tired of all the winning.
Yeah, right?
That's what I hope.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of this winning.
Yeah. Well, this last week when Biden won again, I wasn't even tired of it. It just keeps happening, and I'm not tired of it.
How many times does he have to win? Just like that guy has fucking won the presidency. You know what's great is that Biden has actually never lost an election.
Didn't he have a failed political run? Or presidential run? I thought he had a failed presidential run.
Because I saw Obama joke with him about how everybody loses sometimes. Then he like turns to Biden. He's like, "Well, I guess not you." And Biden's like,
yeah, well,
you know."
So
that's why
maybe Obama's a liar. That's always a possibility too, Tom. You ever
terrorist,
consider that?
Probably terrorist.
You ever
fist bumped
consider
him.
that, Tom? You ever consider terrorist fist jab? It's a terrorist fist jab. That's what it is.
Somebody in the chat, Tom's chair is bigger than Trump's desk. Yeah, no shit, that desk.
Trump's desk is amazing.
Oh, it's so
man.
great.
Oh,
it's
God.
so great.
Oh, so
that
good.
desk. That
So
desk,
good.
that stupid fucking tantrumy motherfucker yelling at a reporter not to talk to me like that at a time. That is,
while his knees are up near his face and he's all really low.
He looks like
standing.
Cecil. So this is something if you're a parent and you have a little kid, at some point you're gonna go to their parent-teacher conference when they're like a kindergartner, and you're gonna find yourself seated in a tiny chair and desk because that's all they have. And you feel like fucking Goliath. Like you feel like you're in the land of the Lilliputians, just sitting at this tiny, especially like if you're a big guy and you're sitting in this fucking tiny little arts and crafts chair for a 6-year-old. That's what he fucking looked like. It was amazing. And then to have him have a fucking straight up tantrum. At a tiny desk. Oh,
it was so good. It was so good.
What a fucking asshole.
Ian, are you going to add them or no? What's going on? Come on. You get on the ball, Ian. Let's do this. Hey, it's Andrew. Andrew. How you doing?
Oh, and Thomas. God damn it.
Hey.
Wait a minute, Thomas. Yeah.
I can fucking, I just gotta listen to 10 minutes of your extemporaneous comedy, and then this is what I get for that? Look, I want to, you know what? We have Andrew Torres.
So
I want to
mean.
know if there's a legal
mean.
explanation for the tiny desk. Like, is there any... Is it once you lose? Is it some like
it's
obscure
the
rule?
desk.
Once you lose the election, they give you like the shame desk that you have.
They take away the resolute desk and they give you an irresolute desk.
Yeah. You have to use the hexagonal office from now on. You can't use the oval one no more.
Yeah. All I know is I definitely heard Tom and Cecil promise that they were just going to shut off the cameras for 30 minutes.
Oh yeah,
We did.
Which is
We did.
just enough
did.
time for me to answer the one tiny desk question.
That tiny desk is my favorite shit I've ever seen in my entire life. God, it's between that and 4 Seasons Total Landscaping, this has been the greatest couple of weeks ever. I cannot express how much I love that stuff.
Could this presidency end in greater farce? That is, I guess, my first question to you. Like, what is the next level of farcical comedy? It's like fucking, this is a goddamn Greek comedy at this point. There's gonna be people with enormous like phalluses running around. Like, this is amazing.
How many
That's
characters
what
do you need to
first thing your
spell
mind went
district?
to, Tom.
And it
The
has a
first
spare
thing your
phallus.
mind went to.
Okay, that's it's a Liz Estrada reference, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
How many characters do you need to spell district in a brief? How many characters do you? Did you guys see the district
like
spelling?
4, right? That's
It's like
all it is. Yeah.
seriously, there's like one that's 26 characters long. It's like how could you possibly misspell district that bad?
She misspelled it in the caption, which I just want to point out again. Like, if you haven't filed these things before, what you do is you load up the last pleading you filed and you save, because you use a little like ASCII kind of plus thing to put, but you use the same thing you always use. Like, you don't create that shit new each time. So it's amazing. So she's clearly Sidney Powell has never spelled district correctly in her life, which is on brand.
Maybe she's only practiced law in the 3rd district. Just where she normally does it.
Maybe when she typed that off, she hadn't had all of her coffee, so she wasn't like awake and firing on all cylinders,
So I want to mention to everybody at the bottom of the screen, donate. You guys can donate to Save the Senate. If you donate during OA's time, we're going to give them bragging rights, however much that they earn. They're probably not going to earn as much as Scathing. We mentioned that earlier. I mean, those Scathing guys have already, they've beaten the bushes. But I do want to mention to everybody that right now, as it stands, up until the end of this entire drive, we have a 16-5 match set up. So that right now, as it stands, a bunch of people have reached out to us and said, I want to match funds. We'll be showing them as we work our way through. We're going to be showing some of the names on the bottom of the screen of these wonderful people who have become, who've decided to match us. But we're going to match funds all the way up to 16.5. So your dollar value is worth double.
I thought that was the ratio that it ended up being a matching thing. Like, it's a 16/5 ratio.
No, I'm sorry, $16,500 because Thomas has never seen a bill bigger than $20.
Yeah, 16.5 would have made sense. I thought you did the math of like, well, if this person matches up to this amount and and like it came out to like.
I ain't that smart, Thomas. Come on.
What is
like
the
an
exchange
eye in
rate
there,
from
like
Andrew's basement?
Yeah.
Though? Like, is there an exchange rate from the 70s, 80s. I don't know when that was formed or whatever down there, but
The wood paneling? Is that what you're?
yeah, that's the.
He's being mean. He's being mean. It's Tom being mean, guys. It's
He
the Tom
actually
You got
being
3
mean.
hours of
Now,
this, people. This is
Andrew
my
lives-
go-to when I'm backed into a corner, guys. It's not pretty.
Andrew lives in an extravagant estate. He puts up that shitty wood paneling backdrop. It's actually a green screen. It's elaborate.
It
We wanna
covers
make
up
sure-
his giant indoor pool that's behind him.
Yeah, this is really a Norwegian sauna from which I am broadcasting. No, I leave this here, and this is authentic 1974 wood paneling as a lesson to other lawyers that this is what happens when you quit your big firm job to go into dick joke vetting. For a living.
Someone has a question for Andrew.
Uh-oh.
Andrew has the most soothing voice. Any chance of a patron level sleep stories from Andrew? I'm just that.
Don't
someone's
you guys
asking
already
you
do that?
for
It's just
content.
opening arguments.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
called
I'm
opening
just-
arguments. If you tune it in,
Well, no, I like that because I have the most annoying voice, so we could do it. Like he could put people to sleep, and then we'll sell an alarm level too. Like I'm like, wake up! God damn it, you gotta go to work. It'd be perfect.
It's
What a team we are.
I'll tell a 5-minute story, which will take 2 hours.
You're not getting through a 5-minute story
and
on
then
this.
and then Thomas can do Norm Macdonald at the end of it, so it'll be great.
yeah.
Andrew, I saw a picture of a larded and barded turkey, pre-turkey yesterday that was not put in an oven yet. How did your turkey turn out yesterday? Andrew, by the way, as a chef, is a wonderful lawyer. So, Andrew, tell me how things. I'm kidding, of course. How did things turn out for you?
It turned out well, and I want to add. So we did one bird larded and barded. That is butter under the skin, and then
Nice.
bacon over the breast.
Oh,
which
beautiful,
you take
yeah.
off 2/3 of the way through so that it doesn't get dry and crappy, or
Yeah.
less dry. Turkey is hard to save.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Your technique from Season Liberally, like. If I could get my sister, I live next door to my sister, so we're all quarantining in the same bubble.
Yeah,
if
little
I
bubble.
could get her to buy into spatchcock turkey, like that's obvious. That is 100% the
Yeah.
right way to do it.
It is.
But
What's
she's
there not
got
to buy
this-
into?
Yeah, she's a traditionalist.
Did you have to stuff it too? Did you stuff the bird?
No, we did the stuffing separately because stuffing inside is just that's no good.
Stuffing the bird inside is just a great way to make sure that, hey, the stuffing is done, so my bird is on fire. It's on fire. That's how hot it is.
Exactly, right?
I got the interior temperature of the stuffing to be
Exactly.
safe, and the exterior is 211 degrees. Amazing. That's perfect.
That's a fantastic way if you like oven roasted shoe leather and your sausage stuffing. But
So real quick, I got to address a couple of questions from the chat. People are asking if they could donate if they're out of the country. Unfortunately not. If you're out of the country, they don't let you donate to American political candidates.
Illegal.
Unfortunately,
But you know
not
what
a
you
thing.
could do is you could donate to us
Yeah.
over at patreon.com. And then, again, this is not legal advice, but the more income we have, the more disposable income Thomas and
Help
I have.
Andrew
to
get rid of
donate.
that
Yes.
fucking wood paneling.
Yeah, oh my God.
Andrew,
I also
God
have
damn
to
it.
say,
Fire,
can
too,
you play a Sarah McLachlan song in the background? or whatever while we
Sarah
do the
McLachlan
infomercial?
song said, poor Andrew.
Some lawyers these days still have wood
They
paneling
still
in
have
there.
wood
Look at
paneling
him.
in
It's like
their
slow motion.
in their
Andrew,
rumpus
single
rooms. Yeah. Got to say, by the way, Roy says to everybody, any other Georgia residents ready to vote out Warnock and vote for Warnock and Ossoff. I did want to ask you guys specifically. This is a time that a lot of atheists are coming out supporting a reverend. How do you guys feel about that?
I don't give a shit. Whatever gets rid of Mitch McConnell.
That was so, yeah,
I
boom.
love you,
Whatever-
Thomas. That's perfect.
This
Drop the
takes
hammer.
away the
Nothing but
fucking
net.
gavel from Mitch
Drop the
McConnell.
hammer.
I will work with anyone to take away that goddamn gavel, including, by the way, the worst Democrat in the Senate who will be the 50th vote. Who is it again? His name escapes me.
Joe Manchin.
Joe Manchin.
Yep.
I hate
I don't
Joe
even know who that
Manchin
is.
more than any random religious person, but he's going to be our 50th vote if we win to get rid of that gavel from.
Yeah, Tom, he's a conservative West Virginia Democrat, right?
Ew.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the one who will be keeping us from doing a bunch of
that's
stuff we
right.
want to.
It's super important that Joe Manchin get to wag his finger disapprovingly at Joe Biden, as opposed to Mitch McConnell, who will not allow Joe Biden to nominate a single judge and possibly not even Secretary of State.
Yeah,
what would happen in that
That's
case?
how critical that is. So here's the thing: it will go to. It follows the line of succession. So it would go to the first assistant secretary of State.
Shit.
Yeah.
We're in there somewhere, by the way. We're in that.
Absolutely. Yeah,
liberal
absolutely.
podcasters are, in the hundreds.
but-
How many turtles down before it's just us? That's just
It's a lot of turtles, Tom. I gotta tell you.
All right.
Can
okay.
we talk about some of the benefits of winning the Senate? I know it sucks
Yes.
that
Absolutely.
Yeah, 'cause
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I want to inspire people to pledge here. I know there are a lot of downsides. There's plenty of negatives to only having 50 votes. That means your most conservative Democratic senator is going to be, that's going to be the breaking point. But there's so much that we'll still accomplish that I'm sure Andrew can help me out with. But getting judges nominated to court, that's vitally important. We will get no justices, not Supreme Court. We won't be able to unfuck the courts on any level, including the federal judiciary. That is so huge. You say all you want about how much Joe Manchin sucks, and I will agree with you because he sucks, but he sucks in a red state. I mean, it's better to have a conservative Democrat in that seat than to have a Republican, because Republicans all toe the line. So it would go all the way to a Trumper like that. If we didn't have Joe Manchin, it would be a Trumper. There's so much we can still do.
It's
Andrew,
West Virginia.
help
It
me
would
out.
probably be a QAnon supporter. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not joking about
Yeah.
it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to underscore what Thomas just said. This is not liberal hyperbole. McConnell did this for 2 years to Obama.
Yep.
Not a single judge. There were 140 vacancies that were turned over to Donald Trump on Inauguration Day in 2017 because Mitch McConnell, when the Republicans had the Senate, told Obama, I'm just not letting you appoint any judges. And Obama tried to get around it. He was like, okay, well, this was Obama's grand strategy. He's like, I'm going to nominate a couple Republicans, and then how you like them apples. And here's how they like those apples. One of the Republicans that Obama nominated was a friend of mine, Stephanie Gallagher. Mitch McConnell blocked her nomination for 2 years until Donald Trump became president, and then Donald Trump renominated her, and she was confirmed immediately 27-1.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It has nothing to do with anything other than Republicans
You're
versus
just
Democrats. Doesn't
denying
matter.
Democrats
And
the
we can
ability to
only
govern.
stop this if you donate right now in the next 17 minutes. Otherwise, you can't. If you donate after
Yeah.
that, it doesn't. It's too late.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to ask who the worst guys. We have now a Supreme Court huge uphill battle in the sense that it's 6-3. Who do you guys think is the worst Supreme Court justice right now?
God. Amy
I know it's a
Coney Barrett.
tough question, but
definitely Amy
recently
Coney Barrett.
because
It's definitely really wow.
Well, no, I shouldn't say definitely.
That
There's
was a quick
bottom
boom.
three who are equally fucking terrible. I mean, the bottom three, and I add Amy Coney Barrett only because it's more insulting how unqualified she is. So she's gonna be just as bad, but she's Andrew, she's the least qualified of all of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But the worst is got to be it's an
Alito or
infinite way
Thomas
tie
and-
between
yeah.
Sam Alito and Clarence Thomas.
Yeah.
They're real bad.
They're really bad.
there's so many to choose from. It's hard to decide who the worst is.
Neil Gorsuch is super sarcastic and mean. He seems like the worst person to meet at a party.
Yeah.
But
Actually, I'll be honest. If I was a woman, I wouldn't want to meet Brett Kavanaugh at a party. I think that would be a difficult thing to do. You maybe have a chaperone. Okay, so guys, I have a Trump quiz. Do you guys want to get a couple
Oh,
of Trump quiz
Jesus.
questions?
Okay, yeah.
This is a tough quiz. I quizzed Tom, and I quizzed
I
quizzed
did
Ian.
so badly.
And they did so bad. So I'm only going to do a couple of questions with everybody.
Sure.
But I figure we might as well do a
let's do it.
couple. So here we go. Name 2 of the 4 people who have been Trump's national security advisor.
Oh shit, National Security Advisor. Well, I feel like Andrew should be able to do pretty well at this.
I think that's a trick question. Trump has only ever had Deputy Associate Assistant National Security Advisor. Yeah. So 0.
Yeah,
You
does
can't
it
fool me on
count
that.
if they never were confirmed ever?
Well, Michael Flynn was one of them.
Yeah.
H.R. McMaster, H.R. McMaster, John Bolton, and Robert O'Brien were all in that position, at least according to Wikipedia. But again, you're probably right, Andrew, that he hasn't actually had anybody confirmed because they're all just fucking crazy people.
I mean, Michael Flynn was fired a month into the administration for the stuff that he did before Trump was president, which, by the way, was opening up a back channel to a Russian intelligence asset. So,
when you
come
say it out
on.
loud like that, it sounds
none of these
terrible.
are not fun.
Yeah.
I love that we forget about like Flynn and Bolton. I mean, these were big guys in the news, and the news over the last 4 years has been so egregious and assaulting and prolific that you're just like, oh, Bolton. Yeah, I remember when that was a monster I was worried about.
Well, and
you don't even
another thing
remember
that's-
the monsters anymore.
Another thing that complicates it with the cabinet is he has to fire people until he finds someone who's so obscure and quiet that they stay there. So, like, whenever you ask, like, oh, who's Trump's fucking secretary of whatever, you're like, I don't know, because he fired enough people to where the person in it is just a nothing. Like, he got to a nothing person. You're like, I can't recall who the nothing person is that he got to. It's tough.
Yeah, it's amazing. See, so these quiz questions are so difficult. By the way,
Holy
guys,
shit.
people are
Let's
asking in the
fail one
chat
more.
where to
hold
go.
on a second. Hold on a second.
Yep.
I'm getting a text. It says that so far, holy fuck, opening arguments has already raised $23,700.
Excuse me? What the fuck? What? Excuse me?
What the fuck, guys?
What
Are
just
you
happened?
serious?
It's been 17 minutes. Fuck it,
I
we're
hope
going.
that's not a. I hope that's not a fucking
Is that
a typo.
true?
That's what my wife just texted me. Maybe she's punking.
Wait
me.
a
Let me
minute.
look real quick.
This is
I thought I
a
was thinking-
prank that I arranged
Yeah.
with your wife. It was.
This is the
What is even
Okay,
happening
first,
right now?
You're weirding me out that you're arranging shit with my wife. Okay,
Well,
that's a little.
It was worth
I just
it.
want to say.
Wasn't it funny, everybody? It was worth it. Good job. We got it.
Wait a minute.
We gotta act blue.
Could that really
real
be
quick.
true?
I
Yeah,
don't
we
know,
gotta.
but-
We
oh
need
my
a call
gosh,
from the.
I just gotta say, if that's true.
Holy shit!
What?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm
so
I
far
forgot
it
I
hasn't
need to
updated
donate.
yet.
Andrew,
Wouldn't it be amazing if
It
we
hasn't
mattered
updated
for a
yet.
minute?
So far, you're at 14 just on this, but there might be more. So
14?
So that's just on the actual dial, but the dial doesn't update very quickly on this page. So the dial's
Holy
behind.
shit,
So my
guys.
wife is saying at 3:15, you're at 23. Yeah, so that's a lot.
look, that's the pace we're setting, right?
Holy
So
crap.
By,
Are you
by
sure?
that, what we're going to do is we're going to try. Like,
Nobody believes this at all.
Yeah,
could you
I actually
imagine
don't
if-
believe it.
If we blow through this bar, the 100%, the $40,000 goal, we blow through that in this half hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then I
What's
guess.
the question?
I think,
The
yeah, do we
rest-
just stop?
Right, what do we do?
No
We're gonna
way,
need a fucking
man.
refractory
no way,
period.
fuck
We just
that.
wanna get-
we
we
need
just
that
want-
fucking seat. Are you kidding me? God
You know
damn it. Fucking donate more.
You guys are overworked. I think our listeners just want you guys to stop streaming. They're like, how can we?
Holy shit! Confirmed.
So
23,000
mean.
confirmed.
So mean.
Jesus.
Wow. So this was
Andrew,
my
your
secret-
mom is so generous. That is amazing.
has nothing to do with the donations, but yeah, no, I'm just So this was my secret plan to go first because I'm sure a lot of
Holy
this is just
shit.
people were ready to donate right
That's
when the
the
stream
fucking
started.
most
you know?
mic drop mama joke I've
That
ever
was
heard in my
that was
entire life.
boom. It was so fast. It was so
was
fast.
So mean.
It was so great.
That wasn't mean.
Andrew.
I know my role. Like people in the super chat have been hitting us out with the ad that ran on Scathing Atheist in a couple of parts of grotesquely misrepresenting my position in the McDonald's hot coffee case. What people don't
Because you wanted that
realize
woman to
is
burn herself?
all of that scathing, every ad that runs on Scathing, I vet in advance.
He
Right?
has to say
I
yes,
signed
too.
off on that shit. Right? Like, I will.
He has to say yes to it.
I will humiliate myself on YouTube in order to raise money to save the Senate. So, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's why it's
Wow.
like I humiliate we humiliate ourselves for less noble causes. That is that is the summary, right?
That is exactly right.
My God, that's amazing.
Nope, it's higher now.
Oh
Now
my
it's-
God.
What was it before?
Have we broke your system?
You guys, this is beyond
guys are-
anything
you
that I.
guys- Well, the thing
It's
is,
that
the system
16-5 ratio, guys. It's the
Yeah.
16-5 ratio.
Yeah,
For
that,
every
you know what that
$5.
means. You know
20
what that
minutes
means?
in.
All you people out there who are like, yeah, I'll chip in if you guys make it. You guys are all chipping in.
You're
now.
all in.
You're all
Holy
in now,
shit.
baby.
There you
We're
go.
all
Yeah.
in. So at
This
the
is
end
a
of this,
great
it's going to
cause.
be more.
In all seriousness, I know we covered it a little bit. This is incredibly important, and
It
I'm
is.
so glad you guys are doing this. This is an
Yeah.
excellent thing to do.
It's
I want to make
super
sure we're doing
important.
everything we can. It's so fucking important to win the Senate. It
Yeah,
really
it's
is.
so
I know
important.
you
Yeah.
can focus on all the negatives. Yeah, we're not getting Medicare for all. I know we're not getting it this time. Maybe in 2022 when we win a few more seats. There's
Yeah.
a lot of things you can focus on us not getting. There is so much that we will get by having control of the Senate, including sending McConnell's turtle fucking face out of power. He doesn't get to be the majority leader anymore.
There's
Yeah.
almost nothing I wouldn't do to strip him of his power. Like if it's like you got to put cigarettes out on your arm every Tuesday, I'd be like, give me the
would
fucking
come on a
pack.
cognitive dissonance
Boom.
live stream.
Done.
That's how
I
much
don't
want
care.
to get rid of.
I don't
I
care.
listened to Tom
Okay.
say strip Mitch McConnell. So
Thank you so much for slumming with us today, Thomas. We appreciate it, buddy. We
Hey,
appreciate
I'm just
it.
giving some of it back. I feel like I usually take all the shots on these things. I'm tired of it. I've had enough.
Had enough. That's it.
I've had, it's a holiday. I've got the kids around too long. I got no fucks to give. I got. Oh man, I'm so proud of our listeners. I can't believe this. This is going to be tough to beat. Hey, and the good thing is, I'll be a little magnanimous. Either we'll win, which is great, and Andrew and I will celebrate that forever, or we don't win. If we don't win, that means
Which
you'll
is
raise
even
like
greater.
$70,000.
Yeah,
Like
that's fucking
right.
greater.
Either
That's
way.
way greater, way better, amazing.
You're rooting for us not to win. You want
I'm
us to
always
fail.
rooting for you guys to lose, but like I'm especially rooting for you to lose right now. Like I'm excited to watch. Yeah.
Oh god.
This is, I can't believe 22 minutes. We blew $23,000. I've never blown my load so well. That's not true. 20 minutes.
Yeah,
That's actually a record.
20
That's-
minutes is a lot, actually. That's a lot. That's a real
Wow.
lot. So
The bar is
Wow.
fucking high right now.
it's a
God damn.
nice big bar. So
How do you like
thank
that,
you guys
Seth
for coming on.
Andrews? Good luck.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, suck on that.
That is
Hey, I wanna fail-
this is the difference between functioning government and
Yeah, it is.
non-functioning
It
government.
is,
It's not
man.
even
Very
like
important.
It
my
is.
side, your side. It's just functioning fucking government. We
Yeah,
don't have
it
functioning
absolutely
government
is.
when you just have Mitch McConnell saying, "I'm going to be the Grim Reaper."
And I want to add one more kind of obscure OAE thing that taking back the Senate lets us do, and that is something that I think people don't fully understand because they see over 4 years Donald Trump did a lot of terrible things with executive agencies, right? Got the military to ban trans people, had Ajit Pai at the FCC just overturn net neutrality, right? So you look at that and you say, okay, well, Biden could just come in and undo that, but he can't exactly, right? What you have to do at an executive agency is you have to go through a period of notice and comment and rulemaking and it takes time, but there's a special law. It's called the Congressional Review Act of 1998, and it lets you automatically, if you can pass a bill, you can automatically get
Right.
rid of any of this shit that Trump has done in the last 6 months. Okay, and because of the way the Senate calendar works, you can even look back further than that. So
And that was passed to screw over Bill Clinton, by the way.
right, and so yeah,
But we can
using a
get them,
Newt
hoist
Gingrich
them on their
tool-
own petard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Using a Newt Gingrich tool to overturn these terrible things, not just like after a year of, okay, now we got actual people to say like, yes, trans people can serve in the military and it doesn't cause everybody to go weird, right? Like that makes a real difference in the real lives of real people. And we can do that much, much quicker if we take back the Senate.
I do want to mention really quickly that in the last 10 minutes, you guys raised another $10,000 up to 30. It says
Easy.
So
Jesus.
No big
You
deal.
guys
not
should stay
hard.
on for the whole 3 hours.
guys-
'cause you're
are
raising
you guys
$1,000 a minute. That's it. That's the new fucking goal. It's $1,000 a minute, or you're out of the fucking show.
yeah. We're gonna have a big
what
hook
point-
just come by and pull people off the fucking screen.
At what point do we just cancel the rest of the guests and we'll just
No.
hang out with you, man?
No,
I mean,
we need
holy
more
shit.
money.
Shit.
More
money.
More. God damn.
Okay. You
This
want
is
to
Just
just
'cause-
amazing.
Just
want
because
to
we
turn
got
off the money fountain that is opening arguments and go to some other guest? All right, sure. Yeah, all right. It's up to you.
So some people are asking, what's the donate link? The donate is dissonancepod.com/save the Senate. So there's a bunch of people in the chat that are asking about that. It's scrolling along the bottom of the screen on the live screen right now, but it's dissonancepod.com/save the Senate.
an insane amount of money. Like, I hope this is in the news or something. Like, Act Blue has got to be like, hey, what the fuck's going on
Yeah,
here?
right.
Yeah.
I
Can
love
they
when that
call us?
happened at Modest Needs. They just didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't tell them we were raising money for them. So all of a sudden,
We've done that 3 times in a row for Honest Needs.
I
Three
feel-
times in a row, they just
should
look
make
at
you
their.
CEO or
Yeah.
something. They're like, you're now part of the company. I don't know.
I saw someone on Twitter though raised $400 and some thousand in the first day because for the Senate down there because everybody knows how fucking important it is,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Everybody
Well, sometimes
knows.
someone on Twitter will be like, hey, I'll sell my nudes if you donate to the Senate, and then they'll raise like $1 million. You're like, turns
I'll
out it's
sell
not about
my
democracy, it's just horniness.
I
Just
will,
pure horniness.
if we win, I will not release my news.
I was going to say, yeah.
right.
So I want to fail another Trump question. Do I?
You want one
yeah.
more? You want one more?
Yeah.
Easy or hard?
They're all going to be hard, but
No, this one I could give you an easy one.
give us one easy. We failed already enough as it
All
is.
right, an easy one. Name the hurricane he used a Sharpie to show would also hit Alabama.
That's impossible. I don't know her. I'm in California. We don't keep track of
Impossible.
it.
I don't pay attention to other people's suffering. What are you kidding me?
But by the
Can
way,
you name
vote
all
for the
fires
Georgia
that have
fundraiser.
ravaged California? Name any of the fires that have
Campfire.
destroyed my state.
Campfire.
Shut up. Okay, name 2. That's 1 out of like 10,000 in the last 5 years.
Yeah, no,
Fuck you. I got you, bitch. Don't say
they're
one if
obviously
you don't
on that
want to
one.
hear one.
I
Okay,
can name
S'mores,
one hurricane.
obviously, campfire s'mores was a good one.
do you know or no? Andrew?
Oh,
Was it Hurricane
the
Andrew?
Hurricane Sharpie
Yeah.
dong?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
do you know?
I
do you
do
know?
not remember the
It's
name
Dorian. Hurricane Dorian.
Dorn?
Dorian.
Dorian.
Okay.
Roger
What a
Dorn.
bitch.
Okay, all right. Here's a pretty easy.
Give me
Here's
a
a
hard
pretty
one
okay.
so I don't feel bad for
Okay,
missing
here
it.
I'm gonna try to give you one that's not as bad. Who was Trump's first chief of staff?
Oh, isn't that just Priebus?
That is, you got it right.
Good
Yeah,
job.
you got it right. There you go.
We got one.
So
Raise
Woo!
another
That's
$10,000.
Mission
you
accomplished.
got one. You got one.
Donate
All right,
another
well,
10K for that
Let's
answer,
quit while
everybody.
we're ahead, guys. Let's stop while we're ahead. So you guys don't,
Holy shit,
because
guys.
you guys only have a podcast that talks about this over and over
man.
and over. And over.
Wow, this is awesome, folks.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really great.
This is amazing that you're doing this. I'm so glad you are. We got to fucking win.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great
absolutely.
work.
Absolutely.
This is
And
one of
if-
the things that we do that matters, you know? Every
sure,
once in a
for
while,
sure.
we accidentally do
It's like
something
the
that matters.
only thing we do that matters. Yeah.
So, guys, you got a couple minutes left. If people were going to find your show, where would they look?
Opening Arguments, all your podcasts, everything's, search it up. Opening Arguments, it's there. Seriously,
There we go.
I am a fan of the work Andrew does on that show. I consider myself a listener. It really helped. The last 4 years, I listened to it twice because I listen and then I edit it. And I hear it
you
again.
edit it. Yeah.
It really does help you understand what the fuck's going on and what should be going on. And those have been very separate things for 4 years. But we win the Senate. Those will start to maybe be sort of the same thing. So
starts to
there you
change.
go.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Well, guys,
plus,
go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, go ahead. You got a
I was
minute.
going to say, I'm
Go.
really looking forward to criticizing Joe Biden from the left for a couple
Sure.
of years, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I know,
Right?
right?
that would sure be nice. Yeah.
Gosh. It's nice to
So
dogpile on somebody like that for a while.
Before
I
they
got a
go,
lot.
can we get a final number? We got 1 minute. Can we get a number that
Okay,
we'll call
see if we
the
can
we'll
get
call
one.
the OA number?
We're gonna call the OA
What's the OA number?
I want our full time. I want to wait till
You want to wait till you actually
Okay,
hit
now
30.
it's
3:30 right now.
It's 4:30.
Where's
30
the
now.
time? Let's look at it. What is it now?
Gentlemen, we're gonna get a text here in a second, so give me a second.
pretty exciting.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We really do appreciate it. Right now, you
guys
guys
are
are at
terrific, guys.
38,309. 38,309.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Not
Thank
bad.
you so much.
Not
This
bad.
is amazing.
If you guys could have only
Amazing.
done 40, you guys, I would have loved you guys. But, you were close. So,
Okay. Well,
outstanding, guys.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
We'll see what happens in the future
We'll see.
segments. Yeah.
You guys are amazing.
Oh, wait.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you
love
for
you.
having us.
Tremendous, guys. Awesome.
Come back
Thanks so
on.
much, guys.
Come back on. We'd love to have you.
That's
Will do.
amazing.
We will.
All right. Peace, fellas. Wow. Who's next?
Holy shit, man.
Best of luck to you, whoever's
Holy
next.
shit. I thought that was today's goal. If we had raised 38 today with the 16.
I seriously put on there a goal of $40,000. I thought, there you go, 40 grand. Yeah, that's what we do.
It's an
40
amazing
grand.
number.
Wow, that is
Holy
just
shit.
stupid outstanding.
And that's
So,
38 plus we have the
up
16
next,
match right now. We're there.
Seth Andrews is on. So Seth, you better Seth, you gonna break into your 401k to beat
Yeah, just lower all expectations. Lower all expectations.
Welcome, Seth. How you doing, man?
I'm excited, for those guys. I mean, that's an amazing accomplishment. I'll pretty much guarantee you, I don't know that I can remotely compete with that. Mostly,
you
I'm
just
just
gotta
glad
know
to
when
be a
you're
part of the
outmatched.
conversation. So thanks for inviting me.
We know when we're outmatched. We always admit it. We say no. Yeah, there's no way. Here's the thing. There's no way anybody in that's doing the work that we do can compete with your voice, right?
Whatever.
So we all just do the best we can. We do the best we can, and so sometimes you just gotta recognize your own limitations, and we all recognize our own limitations, and it's cool. It's cool.
I'm in a weird place anyway. I've been preparing for next week's broadcast. Randy Quaid is in the show title. That's the kind of week it's going to be, right? I'm sorry. We live in some alternate universe where the commander-in-chief of the United States retweets the man who believes that he's being hunted by Hollywood star whackers. Okay. Somebody help me.
That guy.
That doesn't seem credible for some reason.
If your fashion design says I should look more and more like the Unabomber every year, you need to stop. You gotta quit. You gotta hang that shit up. He is amazing. Randy Quaid is literally he's an unstable human being. He's genuinely unstable. At this point, it's like watching somebody who's it's almost like watching Kanye meltdown. You just got to stand back and just watch it happen. It's crazy.
Yeah, and living in the time and place when somebody can, his cheese is pretty much slid off its cracker, and we're seeing that happen in real time on the internet. I mean, it used to be when somebody lost their mind, it affected a small pot of people out there. And now, I mean, it's a spectator sport. And honestly, I'm not trying to make light of the fact that the guy may genuinely have a mental illness. Like there's something going on. But I find what's most bizarre is that he gets retweeted. Trump retweets him along with the white supremacist and the QAnon people and all the other agents of batshittery out there. I mean, Randy Quaid, after a long litany of these last 4 years, we're not even shocked. We're like, he retweeted Randy Quaid. Okay, pass the salt.
Yeah, we have passed the point of parody, right? There's nothing. What's left? We're just at a place where it's just like, all right, well, that guy's gone crazy and he's running for president under the birthday party and he's friends with and Randy Quaid is nuts and that's fine. Who's the guy with the giant teeth? See, so I'll rip out your endocrine system.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey's going to be the next fucking majority leader of the Senate if we don't fix something here. That's it. We're all going to take our lead from Gary Busey in the next 10 minutes if we don't fix this.
I mean, do you guys think that, Ronald Reagan arguably was the first entertainment culture president. But do you think that this is now unleashed the floodgates where it's just romper room in the White House? We're going to see the entertainment, the reality show type of, pop culture figure as quote unquote leader. Is this just the opening of the dam? I don't know.
Can I be terrifying for a moment? Is that okay? Is it allowed on a fun stream to be terrifying?
Sure.
Okay, so I know Tom's already.
I'm so
sinking
scared
into
all
his
the
chair
time.
about this, but here's the thing: Trump is genuinely not a smart person. And he proved all those little problems with our government, showed all those little problems where there's really nobody there that can stop you from doing certain things. The problem that I see is if that doesn't get fixed in the next few years, and it hopefully, that's why we're doing this. That's why this is so important today, to get the Senate to try to at least put some sort of block on the presidential power and some sort of oversight that can slow people down, because the next Trump is going to be smart. The next Trump is going to be somebody who is who's going to be diabolical. You know, Trump is nefarious, but he's also an imbecile. And so his nefarious plots are garbage because he's too stupid to fucking act them out. But you get somebody out there who's really smart and knows that there's no fucking cuffs on the presidency, it's all over, man. It's all over. And that's scary, but it's true. It's true.
I'm so sorry I brought this up. Like, I'm just,
Cecil, Seth, if we had a populist asshole who could just properly wear a suit, it would be like 6 layers up.
Sized desk. If he had a normal sized desk,
Right.
if he just had a regular sized, normal sized desk, then he would be a
Honestly, if you had somebody who just wasn't hideous, just wasn't a horror to physically behold, can you imagine Trump exactly the same, no difference, but attractive? It would be over, man. That's it.
I find myself in a weird position where people are always pissed off because I'm talking politics, as if it's my fault that the Christian nationalists, the evangelical zealots who are infecting everything from the Supreme Court to the White House, you know, the evangelist tap dancing over the state church line with direct access to the most powerful people in the country, like it's my fault. Like, I didn't bleed these two together, right?
Yeah, right.
I didn't create the problem, and it's monumentally naive, actually delusional, to say, well, we can talk about religion without talking politics because the two have essentially married, and one party much more than the other. There's that false equivalence argument that's going on. Well, they're all equally bad. On what planet are they all equally bad?
I know.
Yeah. You know, Seth, I was going to ask you a question similar, so I'm glad you brought that up. So one of the things I wanted to ask you about, your show, like our show, it started off and has been running for a very long time, and its primary focus has been issues surrounding religion. But have we come to a place where it is literally impossible, I think you're saying it is, to tease apart religion and politics? There's no meaningful, there's the philosophical issues of religion for sure, but when we're talking about shit happening on the ground, you kind of can't talk about one without the other anymore.
I think it's monumentally naive to think that, you know, and we saw, I mean, we've always seen religion and politics. We really saw it back in the mid-20th century when Eisenhower, we saw under God and the Pledge, we saw the Red Scare, God's America versus the Satanist Soviet Union. We saw Billy Graham, who was waltzing in and out of the White House during the time of, Nixon. Then, of course, Ronald Reagan. That was a big one, blah, blah, blah. You know, this has all been building. We saw the rise of the moral majority, the Jerry Falwells, who had access to the highest levels of power. We've seen a satanic panic. You know, that's not over. We talk about the satanic panic as a product of the 80s and 90s, but the truth is that people are looking under every rock and going, it's the devil. They're doing it all the time. You know, the satanic panic is not over. So this notion that somehow I approach it on two levels. One, I've been doing this for 11 years. There's only so many ways you can say there's no evidence for any God anywhere. I mean, there's only so many ways to say that. But I also think I don't want to be just about what I'm not believing in, what I don't believe in. How do I fix the culture as a rationalist? And that means we engage in social issues. Oh, Jesus Christ, he's a social justice warrior. You know, I used to love your channel before you turned into a insert invective here.
Right, sure.
And, the truth is that my channel will speak to my values. I would like to think that they're humanist values. This, to me, seems like a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, yeah. We agree. You know, we've been talking about stuff like that for a long time. That, you know, you can't. I remember one time, and I might even been on your show where Tom had said something like, "You can't be a humanist and not be a feminist because you know that's part of the human race. You just can't be a humanist without be a feminist." We got so much fucking hate mail for just that little. It's like one little fucking throwaway statement that you know that both Tom and I agree is true. And people just flip their shit over it. And I remember catching so much shit time and time and time again. And then finally, those people just left. and they're gone now. And I look at the way, because people left when we started talking about Trump, people left when we talk about social justice issues, and now we seem to have an audience that really does match the values that we seem to be talking about, and we're very happy with it. I don't get as much hate mail as I used to, because they just gave up sending it to it, because they just ignore it. It's just a pile of hate mail that you just don't pay any attention to.
I said, thanks for coming. And we did see a lot of the Shakespearean exits. You know, it's, I'm so aghast at what you have become. And, you know, then they loiter around in the shadows of the page, even though they've unfriended or unfollowed because, you know, hey. But, you know, to me, when did, you know, I've done several podcasts about the current administration, and this relates as well to the entire Republican Party in the congressional races, the House and the Senate. What happens when the defining characteristic of the ruling party is cruelty?
Yeah,
that's where we are. You know, that's not a political statement to me. That's about the human condition. This is a human rights issue.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to mention that so far it looks like about 6K. Seth has raised about 6K for this. Thank you so much for coming on, Seth. He still has plenty of time.
It took you 11 minutes to raise $6,000.
Outstanding. We just got to say thank you so much. And remember that this is going to help the two candidates down in Georgia that are running in their runoff elections. It's close races in both of them. The one was pushed to a runoff because it was so razor thin of a margin. The other one went to a runoff because there was 3 people running. But both of those people are insider traders. They're awful. The Republicans are genuinely awful people. They're genuinely awful people.
Do you guys see Mitch McConnell when they were talking about the double standard about the confirmation of Barrett? And they were talking about how that the Republicans had, they had blocked the Democrats from doing the very same thing back in 2016. And McConnell's got that, I don't know what that creepy ass laugh that he has, you know. I think that's a ringtone for the entire 21st century Republican Party. By the way,
that's actually his entire frog neck billowing out to call to a mate. That's what it is.
Rid of that thing. Ian, get rid of
donate to the dog.
Put him on the screen.
Look at this fucking dog. Donate because of this dog.
You love animals and you love little Linus. You will donate. Just put Linus in the subject line. He's my little rescue. And you have a chance to rescue the state of Georgia. How's that for a segue?
Adorable.
How big is that? What is that thing? 6-7 pounds?
He's look 6 pounds, but he will fuck you up. He will rain down ankle high death upon you. He is a descendant of the wolf, and he has become death, the destroyer of worlds.
That is viciousness. Look at God damn.
Terrified of that dog. Absolutely terrified.
How are you even holding that without losing a finger or a fingernail at the very least?
I park my car in a lot in Chicago, and there are rats bigger than that dog.
I used to make fun of Natalie. I used to have Great Danes and German Shepherds, 160, 170 pound dogs.
Sure, those are big dogs, yeah.
And so Natalie, she had this little 4-pound Yorkie, and I'm like, that's just a hamster gone horribly wrong. That's not even a dog. And then
you stopped compensating.
The dog did what the dogs do, and she just won me over. And then I realized, oh man, these things are awesome. You can take them anywhere. You can feed them forever on one 50-pound bag of food. You can stick them on a plane under the seat in front of you, and everything's easier with a small dog. And so I've sort of become that guy. But thank you to everybody for donating, and I appreciate you guys making me part of the conversation. I think I just want to matter. I think you guys, we all just want to matter, and we look around and say, what can I do? I feel overwhelmed. It's like that Picard meme every morning when I log on to social media. Damage report. What fresh hell awaits me?
I thought it was the face palm that he does. That's a great one for Picard too, where he's just.
Oh wait. Hold on. No. Hang on. Hold on.
Oh, he's got it. He's gonna put on his Star Trek outfit. Hold on. It's a sexy Star Trek outfit, so that's the best part about it.
This is gonna be.
I have the bronze statue of the Picard face palm.
That's outstanding.
That should be the fucking 2020 award. Just hand that out.
Sorry, I lost my headphones. Forgive me.
Someone said this is your on-brand 2020, using the Thinking Atheist to get a reverend elected to the Senate.
I'm a huge next gen guy.
Oh yeah. This is I just read this aloud. It said this is your brand on 2020, using the Thinking Atheist to get a reverend elected to the Senate. We've been talking about that so far, that one of them is a reverend. But I definitely want to say, I think I have way more in common with a reverend humanist, a reverend, somebody who's a Democrat, who's on the left, who's also has humanist values, than I do with somebody who's, a Republican who happens to be an atheist. I have way more in common with them.
It's an unusual thing when people get hung up on the label. They'll come after me sometimes and they'll say, I'm afraid to call myself an atheist. I'm not comfortable with it. I'm like, fine, right? Call yourself agnostic. You're a seeker. I don't give a shit. I mean, you need to find out what that's about. But people will often stop saying, are you a good person? Do you represent my value system? And instead they say, well, are you a God believer or not? Hell, I'm married to a God believer. She's the best person I know. And the reason is she has a beautiful heart and good values and cares about people. And so we have much more in common than we ever disagreed with. And this notion that, well, just because he's a pastor doesn't mean, hell, there are pastors who are right now on the front lines in the fight for state-church separation. Even though they are God believers, perhaps even a kind of fundamentalist Christian, they realize that if Jesus exists, he doesn't need the government to have his back, right?
Yeah.
In fact, they consider the bleeding of the church into the state a kind of idol worship, that religious belief should be a private affair, not a governmental one. We are not a theocracy, blah, blah, blah. And these people are devout God believers, but actually they're on our side. We see a lot of that with the Secular Coalition and organizations like that. They're partnering with theists, God believers, because our value systems in that regard are the same. And that's a great point.
Yeah. I am actually close friends with a reverend. I know someone who is a reverend. I'm close friends with him. He's an immigration lawyer, and he does work trying to make sure that people aren't that refugees are allowed in our country. So that's what the work he does is he actually started an organization that was made specifically to pro bono represent refugees that came to this country. He's a wonderful person, but he is religious. And he's a reverend, for crying out loud, but he's a wonderful person, and he believes in human dignity. And, I have a lot more in common with him than I would with somebody else who doesn't hold those beliefs.
One of my favorite people is my next door neighbor. He's a worship pastor for a big church next door. Now, granted, whenever, I see him, he's always got one hand in the air and his eyes are closed. But other than that, that classic worship pastor kind of, it's a very Instagrammable church, if I can quote Grace Baldridge, but he's good people. I just feel like at the end of the day, are you a good person? I've met some atheists I want nothing to do with. I've met some God believers that I just absolutely adore. And at the end of the day, I think the race in Georgia, and honestly, the races everywhere, are not necessarily about what you can hold a personal God belief, but are you forcing it on the rest of us? Is it the kind of belief that is about shaming and control and the promotion of pseudoscience and fear? And, Catherine Stewart has a wonderful new book out called The Power Worshippers, that talks about people who probably don't even give a shit about God. They just weaponized religion, like they weaponized the flag and patriotism, etc., to consolidate power. There's a shit ton of that going on. Donald Trump being the poster child. I just finished Michael Cohen's book, Donald Trump's former personal attorney, and he's saying when he called the evangelist into the White House, Donald Trump, he thinks religious people are stupid and weak.
Of course.
He just recognizes the power of ideological symbols for people to fucking rally around. There's nothing genuine or heartfelt or even surprising in that shit. It's why we have flags. Like, flags are just ideological symbols.
Tom, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you, because I got into this, and I can't. 15 years ago, I would have never believed I could have said this, but I now look at the Pledge of Allegiance as very culty. Yeah. Do you guys go down that? Like, have you come to that moment where you're like, it used to be like, how could you ever criticize the pledge to the flag? And now I look at it and think, this is like North Korea, right?
I'm starting to get to that way just with the regular flag. Genuinely, because you see it on people that are crazy, that have these giant trucks that shoot coal out of them, and they have the truck next to the regular thing. Those things are terrifying. I look at it and I can't separate it anymore. People who in 15 years ago, I would have had a different opinion. I would have said, no, the American flag's fine. I don't see any problem with it. And now I have it. Tom, what about you?
I call them the flags, fireworks, and flyovers crowd.
You're not wrong at all.
And I wrote about this in Confessions, my latest book. We did a whole chapter on there have been brain studies of people who tend to lean more conservative. Now, this is a trend. It is not a rule, a hard, fast rule. But they found that people who lean more conservative tend to be more xenophobic, less xenophilic. They're more drawn to in-group symbols like flags. Yeah. They are more afraid of the outsider. They are also more prone to respond to things like walls and fences. They travel less. They experiment less. So now if you see somebody who is sort of inclined more towards walls and nationalistic tribal symbols and a savior figure who is promoting those types of things, now you can understand how tens of millions of people are rallying behind somebody who said, you're in horrible danger, but I will be your savior. Meanwhile, Biden will hurt God, according to Trump. I'm just like,
the Catholic who actually attends church will hurt God is something that actually somehow resonates with the MAGA folks, as opposed to their symbol, who couldn't manifestly give less of a fuck about religion, has never given. It's just.
Yeah.
So bizarre, man.
It's the conspiracies, too. My own mother, she blocked me on Facebook. She unfriended me on Facebook. No. This was years ago. She lasted 2 days. I was pretty impressed. She lasted 2 days, and then I was too much of a heathen. So Natalie comes home and she says, did you see what your mother posted on Facebook? And I'm like, well, I don't see her page. So let's pull it up. So we pull it up on her phone, and Mom reposted this wild, wacky. Fauci and Bill Gates roomed at Cornell while
I remember that.
Fauci was Bill Gates was coming up with the radio frequency tracker chip patents.
Oh my God.
And all of this wacky stuff. And the idea that we're dealing with this level of unreason and conspiracy long after Trump is gone, no matter how the Senate races are decided, long after this election season passes, we are still faced with a culture that responds to wild conjecture, pseudoscience, apocalyptic thinking, and just insanity. And I'm genuinely terrified, right? We had freedom. This is what we did with it. The parlor is what we did with it, right?
Is that what we spent our freedom on? I feel like I want a gift receipt for
Can
Parler.
I get a free fund? I want a free fund on that. This doesn't seem like a good use of my
man. Hey, Seth, we're going to try to quiz people on some Trump trivia. Do you want, in the last couple minutes, to do any Trump trivia with us?
You can. I have the memory of a goldfish, so
it's okay. It's really hard. Even the guys who literally cover him every single week, the OA guys who were just on, they only got one right. So, and I gave it to Tom. Tom and I cover news all the time. Tom reads the newspaper like cover to cover every morning, and he got maybe 4 out of 25
I got like nothing right. So, I'll give you a hint. None of the answers are man, woman, camera,
person, TV. Not a single one of them.
All right. Well, fire away. I'll try not to hurt God. Okay. Hit me.
Here we go.
Hit me.
How many press secretaries has the Trump administration had?
5.
4. Close, but I'm not going to give it to you. Sorry. Close.
Shit. How about, the 5th is Randy Quaid. That's 5. I want half credit.
I would fucking vote. I would vote for Trump to see Randy Quaid being the fucking press secretary. Are you kidding me? That's outstanding. Okay, this is an easy one.
Oh my God.
This is an easy one. It's also a little distasteful, but Tom and I have been known to be a little distasteful in the past.
No. What?
Where did Herman Cain attend his last political rally?
My hometown, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, it's a gimme.
It was a gimme. It was a gimme. Yes, that's where
we also would have accepted ICU.
Did you guys see that his own account after he had died was talking about something about how COVID was not a danger and people shouldn't live in fear? And one of the responses was, "This actually killed you."
It was amazing to watch. And they had to change it to the Kane Gang or something afterwards because his Twitter was Herman Cain official Twitter. And he and the people who are running his Twitter after his demise from the coronavirus were basically touting coronavirus doesn't hurt you and it's not a big deal. And then everybody like you was just, hold on a second. Where are you tweeting from?
Did they really change it to the Kane Gang?
Something like that. I'm not sure what they called it. Tom, you don't quote. I don't know. It could be the Kane Gang. I don't know.
I can't even anymore in 2020.
It could be. One more question for you, Seth. Here we go. Who was Trump's second wife?
Oh shit. Ivana?
No, that was his first wife. You get one more guess.
Then he was with Maples, but I don't think they got married. I don't know who his second wife was.
You were right. It's Maples. Marla Maples was his
Were they
second
actually
wife.
married?
They were married. Yeah, they were married.
Marla Maples. Yeah, she was a big thing back in the 80s.
Yeah, that's what the Wikipedia says.
He had a lot of practice runs at that. A lot of practice runs.
So one of the questions we've been debating here in the Andrews household is, okay, the election's over. Trump ends up packing his bags. And what does how long does Melania wait before she just says, what's the cost benefit of staying with him at this point? And
I got to ask an alternate question. I know all three of us are married here. I have never once in the 20 years I've been married to my wife and the 24 years I've been with my wife had her jerk her hand away from me like Melania has jerked. Not just one time. We're not talking like one day that they had like this is every single time he reaches out to her. She literally jerks her hand away like she will get a disease. I'm not even kidding.
We had those conversations. I was telling Natalie, I mean, have you ever thought of a time when one of us has reached for the other's hand and it wasn't a moment of reassurance and real affection? And then that takes us, the idea of affection takes us into perhaps the Trump bedroom. And I'm thinking, oh my God, that man naked, it would be like the sun. It'd be like staring at the sun.
Hold on. No,
we can't. Look, we're trying to raise money here, Seth.
Yeah.
In fact, where are we at on the money train? We got 3 minutes left.
Seth has a couple minutes left, guys. If you want to get your money.
Look, I can't remotely. I cannot
bragging
compare.
rights for Seth's bragging rights. Come on, here's the thing, Seth. You're up to 6,500 in the first half, and we got to think that some of that was OA spillover. So.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was. There's no way I can compete with I will ride their momentum shamelessly. I mean,
dude.
Hell yeah, we're riding their momentum shamelessly.
Yeah, no, we are too. We're riding your momentum. You don't even have it.
Well, I'll continue to sort of throw the word out on my end about what you guys are about. Yeah. I think it's amazing.
We can't thank you enough for taking the time out of your day to join us, Seth. If people were going to find you on the internet, where would they look?
I'm easy to find. You can find the podcast and all the videos and work at thinkingatheist.com. My personal website is sethandrews.com.
Oh, thank you so much,
awesome,
Seth.
man.
I know we're going to hang out with you maybe for one more minute, and then he's going to shove you away into the ether. But we want to thank you so much.
What's
for
your
joining us.
Patreon
Really
goal to narrate every book I've ever read? Narrate them all for me.
Someone sent me a tweet or something. Was it Seidel who said something like, my voice is like chocolate dipped in lambskin, and I was uncomfortable.
How do you
lambskin?
How do you dip the chocolate in the skin? I see it the other way, but like,
I don't know.
Final total for Seth, $8,052. Thank you so much for joining us, Seth.
It's a lot of money, man. Thank you so much.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for these two guys. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it.
It's an honor. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Best wishes.
Thank you so much, Seth.
All right,
thank
peace.
you.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right, take
care, man.
He's still here. Oh, there we go. I don't even know who's next. I'm just so excited, Tom.
This is amazing.
I
This
can't
is
hide
so
it.
beyond.
I just can't hide it. I'm telling you, I'm so excited.
Are you about to lose control?
I think I like it.
You like it?
I like it. I don't know.
All right.
I think I like it.
Wait, I made
Okay,
something.
Ian,
popped up.
Ian made something.
Ian,
what did
where
you
you at,
make,
buddy?
Ian? What did you make, bud? Outstanding.
That is amazing.
Outstanding. It was
That is
brilliant.
amazing.
I love it.
Guys
I
should
love
donate.
it.
We should have Ian on the show.
I'm
Hello.
losing. I lost Tom's voice.
Uh-oh. I'm here.
Here we go. Oh, we got one of them.
Whoa.
Hey
It's
guys.
gonna be weird just for a second. It's just naturally gonna be weird.
Well,
I
that's
on the
how we
show?
like it. We keep it weird.
We got two. Hello.
There's two of us. There should be one more.
We're gonna get one more. There we go.
There it is.
Shit, look at that. Am I on the show, Cecil?
I'm just gonna freeze.
I don't think
gonna
I'm on
do
the
this.
show.
Okay, listen the whole
I
time.
miss being on
So-
my
'cause
show.
I can't hear anybody. Right
What
now.
happened, guys? Did you
Still
fuck
waiting,
up?
Loading,
We can hear you, Tom.
Loading.
Cecil, can you hear me?
Everybody, donate.
Donate
Money.
a bunch of money or I don't. Cecil can't hear me anymore.
There we go.
We're not. If you guys don't
there we go.
donate
I got
money,
you guys
Cecil and
back.
I aren't friends anymore. That's what happens.
Yeah.
I can't be hurt. That's it. That's how our
Gentlemen.
friendship breaks.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. We're so happy you're here.
It's
Hello.
an ignominious launch, but we'll make up for it. It's fine.
Yeah, we donated during Andrew's thing. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. I think that was the mistake. You know what?
That's your fault.
I like our placement in the lineup because obviously, like this is the halftime show. This is when everybody goes and pees,
This is it.
right?
Yeah.
So
Tom, can you take over
I
for
am
a second? I'm
planning-
going to go pee. So,
I am
I
planning a
expect
nip
wardrobe malfunctions. I
Yeah,
expect
I've got a
and
nip
demand
slip
them.
coming up later on.
well, you know what? I'm the gay guy, so I'll do the Beyonce. It's the halftime show.
what is?
Oh,
what's
wait,
the?
we got
what's the
a whole
target?
thing.
There he goes.
Look at that.
There he goes. Look out.
Oh, oh, I'm
got
putting
a-
a ring on
Target
it.
for the nip
Yeah.
slip.
Mark,
What are we
Mark.
looking at? How much do we have to raise for the nip slip?
Yeah. No, you have to raise money to not have the nip slip.
Mark, be careful. Remember your hip, Mark. Be
Did
careful.
Andrew dance for you people?
That's right.
He did not. Did he?
No, he did not.
No.
No.
Did
Andrew
Thomas
was computer
dance? He did not.
generated. Sorry, he wasn't actually here. So
I
You
feel
should
like
consider getting some more books behind you. Like that's a little showy. That's a
Oh,
little showy.
this isn't mine. I broke into somebody's place. I don't
Okay,
have
that makes,
electricity.
now I believe it. Now I'm
Yeah,
right. Okay.
that's
All
not-
right.
Actually, this is the library at Four Seasons Total Landscaping, which is weird. It's not a hotel. Did you guys know that?
and you know what?
We've been
Those are
staying
all-
there for
Those
weeks,
are all
though.
topiary books. I had no idea. That's crazy.
Exactly. Those are all fertilizer manuals.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Can I raise a quick complaint? I hate to be a complainer. I don't want to be that guy.
I don't really
but
believe you.
You've put us up against one podcast where half of the listeners are like, attorneys. So
Yes.
I feel like that's cheating.
Yeah.
It does
on their
feel like
part.
cheating. Yeah.
I mean, it's
but I
half
do
out
wa-
of two. But
I
yeah.
do want to make a quick announcement. The Scathing Boys haven't confirmed this completely yet, but I'm pretty sure that their match guy that they're cheating with will also match all of our donations. So
Yeah.
that's not a guarantee.
Wow.
It's a lie in point of fact, but I think you
see.
should give to
That's
us
good.
anyway. If you're a Scathing
good.
listener, probably give now.
That may
Is
be
the right
more
thing.
than 0% untrue, but I can't confirm that at the moment.
I mean, can anyone deny any of it? I
yeah,
don't
but
know.
it truly, like, the people that listen to Andrew's shows are fucking lawyers. Our listeners are crazy cat ladies and hermits. Like,
But aren't ex-Mormons loaded though? I mean, come on, shouldn't they
No.
be loaded?
Do you know how much money the Mormon Church has?
I
That's
guess
where they
I-
got it from.
That's
Those guys.
at
They
a
don't
certain
have any
point-
left.
Yeah, at a certain point, you just look at your bank account and you say, "Fuck this, I'm out. Peace," and then you just walk away from it.
And
Well,
there is no refund on the Mormon Church. Let me tell you.
You can't get
no. Well, we're really happy to be here to help
Oh.
you. With this GoFundMe for democracy's medical bills. It's a really great time to be alive, isn't it, fellas?
Oh my God.
This is the GoFundMe to end, hopefully, GoFundMes for medicine, right? Like
Oh
we're
my
at a place where
God.
we're like, hey, if we could raise enough money to have a functioning government, we could maybe have enough money to have functioning medical care. There's a lot
Rejoin
more
the
steps
first
in this than
world.
there should be.
Yeah, it's.
I will say that this has been such a weird year. I thought for sure we were going to be able to win the Senate, especially fucking Nate Silver lied again, fucker. Oh, he didn't lie, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's kind of a liar. Anyway, so here's the thing. I thought for sure we were going to win that. And then when it didn't come through, sure, you get Trump out of there. But if it's fucking Mitch McConnell with his fucking finger on, he's the one controlling the throttle, forget it. You're not going to get anything done.
Yeah, Joe will be completely hobbled for at least 2 years. He'll be able to get nothing fucking done.
I love that you called it the throttle, because if there is a Democrat president, it's the brake. That all he controls.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
It's actually kind of ironic to call it a throttle because there's no way to get your hands around Mitch McConnell's neck to actually throttle him. You can't do it with just two grabbers,
You can, but his head retracts so quickly.
It's like a game of whack-a-mole. You just keep on trying. It just keeps going
it's like a poison cane toad. I'm just.
Yeah, it goes down and there's just glasses sitting on top of his shoulders.
Somebody loves Dan's beard. That's all I'm saying.
I'll tell you what. This is the this is the hobo Santa look that I've been going for all for work.
Yeah.
You've perfected it. Wonderful.
He hadn't even gone through puberty prior to January, so it's been quite a year.
2020's been a hell of a year. I am 16 years old, you guys. This is not fun.
It's the worst.
The aging has been a little rough. A little rough.
It's
been rough, man.
Yeah.
Man.
This year has been the hardest decade I've ever lived through.
Oh, shit. So we've been hitting people with Trump trivia as we've been working our way through. Do you guys want a trivia question? Because I have a whole bunch of them.
Bring it.
All right.
We'll ace it, whatever it is.
You're gonna ace it. Okay. Well, I'll give you a nice difficult one then.
All
Here
right.
we go.
You do have to give us time to Google, though.
No.
That's the only caveat.
It's a loud clattering of keys. I knew it first try.
Here's a good one. Why did right-wing pundit Sebastian Gorka not take the job as deputy assistant to the president?
It feels like a setup to a joke. Why did he take the job?
Doug, do you remember this? Why didn't he take the job?
Why didn't he take the job?
Yep.
There's a reason he didn't take the job.
He already had.
It can't be that he couldn't pass the security clearance, because that doesn't fucking matter anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the answer.
Is that the answer?
That's literally the answer. He could not pass.
Why is he the only one that had to pass one?
I know, right? It feels like you're making him jump through hoops that no one else had to jump through.
I was going to say it's because his Nazi medals kept setting off the metal detector at the White House.
You guys remember that? He went to the inauguration in a uniform for this Hungarian Nazi group, right? The Vitezi Rend.
Yeah.
That literally supported
No,
the
he
Nazis
didn't.
in World War II.
Fucking what?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
I thought he was.
Google.
I've always thought he was a Nazi, but I didn't know he's like an actual.
He's literally
like,
he's literally
I
a
didn't know
Nazi.
He had the accoutrements.
I didn't know he was a decorated Nazi. I thought he was kind of, entry level Nazi.
Well, to be fair, his father had won the medals, and he was just wearing them, which is true.
Jesus.
Wait, is that a thing you can do? You can just be like,
Yeah.
I'll just wear somebody else's medals?
Yeah, I use my dad's law degree all the time.
So does Andrew.
Yeah. And so does Andrew's mom, apparently. Hey-o.
Oh.
Hey-o.
Andrew's mom's getting a lot of play on this stream, like normal.
Just getting a lot of play. Just,
Boom. Wow.
How hard could it be to pass a fucking security clearance test, by the way? Like, just.
For those guys, pretty fucking hard. You know how they're very detailed. Like, every foreign person you've ever met.
I still feel like all of us on this show would pass that no problem, right? Like, hey, are you evil? No. Have you ever met anybody evil?
Like how you've met,
like at a
how you've made
cocktail
every
party
dollar
or whatever.
Have you ever been inside a volcano?
Or is it your second home? If it's your second home, then we need to know these things. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Another hard question.
All right.
Who was Trump's third chief of staff?
So it was Reince.
Priebus.
Reince was the first, and then it was
Mattis? Wash, rinse, repeat.
Doug, was it Mattis or Kelly?
That's it.
Genius. That's fucking genius.
I was
Cancel
Kelly.
the rest of the stream.
Everybody has to donate to our thing that was going to do just because of that joke. You have to now.
I think it was Kelly. Was it Kelly?
It was not Kelly. It was Mick Mulvaney. Sorry,
Who?
Mick Mulvaney.
Was that
Yeah.
a real person?
Yeah. I won't ask you the other Mick Mulvaney question. That's the case. If you're wondering if he's like Sasquatch and not real, then I'm not going to ask the question. So
You guys know, by the way, speaking of Sasquatch, I'm just going to throw out a little thing, a little shout out
sure.
for our
Let's
listeners, because we're all ex-Mormons. We live in Salt Lake City, and a lot of our listeners are ex-Mormons. And we did a show a while back where we talked about the fact that some Mormons, this isn't like doctrine, but some Mormons believe that Bigfoot is Cain, like Abel's brother from the Bible.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
real.
serious
That's
right
a
now?
real thing. Doug, help us out. What is
Yeah, no, that's
the
a
book that has it in it.
It's in a book.
It's
Well, how
it's-
would you know?
behind
You
you
clearly don't
somewhere.
ever.
I break into this place a lot. Yeah, that's a true Mormon legend that
No shit.
Bigfoot is the biblical Cain because he's lived long enough, his hair's grown long enough that he either looks like Bigfoot or Cecil.
Wow.
But yeah, no, that's a true. That's a real thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Not
What-
something
and
they
does
love
it
to
just-
talk
and
about.
Is he just like jet set all over the world so people can see him in different places?
He's just kind of walking the earth.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know?
yeah.
right.
It's like
Yeah.
kung fu.
Yeah,
I love that. That starts out with like
Wanders into town, settles some shit, and then moves on. Yeah.
Sweet kung fu bring back. I love that. That was
That whole
awesome.
thing starts out with like, well, we got to explain Bigfoot, guys. Otherwise, we're not going to have.
Yeah.
You know, you don't.
No one's gonna
The other
take
thing is
us
you don't.
seriously.
If we don't have an answer for Bigfoot, why do we even have a religion? Stupid.
And the Bigfoot thing doesn't even really touch on the old Mormon belief that there are Quakers who live on both the moon and the sun, but we can talk about that another time.
The sun,
We can talk about
The
that
sun,
right
though?
now. Wait a minute. The sun?
The sun. Apparently,
Okay,
Joseph.
okay, no.
Yeah.
We gotta go. What do they think the sun is? Can I just ask that?
Inhabited. They
I'd
think
be
that's where
quaking if
oats
I was
come
up there
from.
too.
Yeah. No,
I don't
they
think you guys realize how protective a Quaker outfit actually is. You get those hats? They're really useful.
yeah, these are high test Quakers.
Insulated. So
Well,
my
guys,
question
I'm wearing
to Mormons,
SPF 100. I'm going to be fucking fine, okay?
Yeah.
So my question to Mormons should be: tell me what you think the sun is. Is that what I should say?
Well, they would deny. Most of them, if you put a gun to their head, would deny, and most of them probably don't even know about this.
Right.
It's so obscure because it's early in the church. But Joseph Smith, apparently, is the founder.
Yeah.
Apparently, told people that the moon was a superior planet to the Earth,
Okay.
and that it was inhabited by 6 foot tall Quakers that lived to be about 1,000 years. And then rather than just letting that die out, his successor, Brigham Young, came along and said, not only is that shit real, they live on the sun too.
Yeah.
Because why would God make something as impressive as the sun and not let people live on it?
Is the sun the golden disc where he got all the shit from? Is that what we're talking about? He's
Oh, that's
scared
a
of
good
the
idea.
sun
Yeah.
for a long time?
I'd say why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say pro-moon argument. Trump has never been president on the moon, so I would say I'm pro-moon over.
Yeah,
here.
I think we should try it out. I think we should
Yeah.
see if we can get him up there. He's got a space force to get him there.
We're almost halfway through, guys. I don't know what I'll probably get an update pretty soon. But if you guys want to donate during the How to Heretic time, you want to donate now. It's at the bottom of the screen, scrolling, and you could donate. It goes directly to these people who are running in these runoff elections.
We'll see if we make our goal of $36. I'm hoping we can hit it.
We're going to raise a non-zero sum of money.
Yes.
I want to follow on something Seth was talking about and something Thomas joked about earlier on, which is Reverend Warnock. And, here we are, this huge atheist community raising money for a Reverend. Well, if Reverend Warnock is at the Ebenezer Baptist Church, which was Martin Luther King's home church, right?
Yeah.
And Martin Luther King was a social justice Christian. And if all the Christian, we talk about Christian bullshit every week on our show. And if every Christian in America was out of the mold of Martin Luther King's social justice movement, we would have a lot less to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good guy. Go to his issues page. Go to his website,
Absolutely.
Raphael Warnock's website. Go to his issues page. He is pro-choice.
Yep.
He is pro-LGBTQ rights. He believes that the climate is changing and that we are doing it. Like, this is one of the good guys, and there's no reason to make enemies where we don't need to have one.
Absolutely agree.
Right.
I want to give an update. In the 15 minutes that you gentlemen have been on, you've raised $8,000. Our total right now is $56,000 that we've reached so far.
Come
that does
on,
not,
people!
Of course, include some of the matches that we had earlier. So we're still growing here. Hold on, I just got another text. I got it now. I got this damn phone.
So does this include the 16-to-5 ratio? Or is this?
This is just straight up, I think.
Yeah.
I know when I heard Cecil say that, I'm like, I don't know what that
I'm
means.
sorry. I should have said 16,500. I was talking to podcasters, and I should have recognized that saying things like that, shorthand for 1,000, is a bad idea. That you guys aren't going to recognize $1,000 if you saw it. You would think it's probably a Sasquatch that is actually Kane. You wouldn't recognize it as a thing.
That makes sense.
I get it.
I think, Cecil, anytime I hear numbers, I'm trying to use that as a multiplier. Like, I'm just always trying to use any number as a multiplier. It's the best way forward.
Well, any collection of 3 white men is called a podcast.
Yeah.
You're always talking to podcasters.
Oh, man. That's outstanding.
Look at that, 56 cents. And what's our cut? Should I ask that off the air?
Your cut is nothing.
I should have asked that off the air.
If everything goes well, we all get one democracy.
Yeah, exactly.
Ixnay on the UTK, please.
So glad we bought Act Blue before this show. Like, that's the best thing we ever did. Best thing.
Yeah, I invested hard in Act Blue before their stock.
You guys, it costs $56K to buy Act Blue. So like everything right now, that's the this is all
After that, it's gravy.
So
we just made our nut.
Doug was telling me a great story the other day about a confrontation with a Trump supporter on.
Yeah, just a couple days ago. So post announcement that Trump is leaving the White House, I was on the freeway and there was tons of traffic. There was actually like a lane constriction, so it was that kind of your stop and go. And there was
and driving through serious Trump country, right?
Yeah. It was a brown Subaru with a big Trump flag on the side of it, which is an odd choice for
a Subaru.
Trump vehicle.
Admittedly, sure.
Lesbians for Trump.
Exactly. Yeah. So I drove past the guy, slowed down, and made sure. Can I flip? Can I do the finger on the?
Yeah, fucking A. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, we wouldn't want to.
I gave him the old fuck, fuck you.
Yeah.
And I've done it to every Trump supporter I've ever seen, and most of the time I just get a finger back.
That's how he's reaching out to Trump supporters.
Right. That's right.
I'm extending his arm.
Exactly.
It's got to be weird with your dad around Father's Day. Like, that's just got to be awkward, right?
So this guy loses his shit and tries to get behind me, tries to pull up next to me, and rolls down his window. He's filming me and shouting stuff, and we keep passing each other. So I'm having this long conversation with him. And he's yelling everything at me he can think of. I'm molesting small children. I like to touch boys, all the fun stuff. And finally, the lane in front of me cleared enough that I started to get away. And the last thing I heard him say to me was, "You're as gay as your mustache."
And we almost lost to these people.
Oh my God. My question is, have they even tried adrenochrome? Because it is good.
Yeah, ask your crazy African witch doctor if it's right for you. Though.
I was telling Tom the other day, when Biden announced the people that were going to be on his
coronavirus
team, I said there's not a single pillow manufacturer on there. There's not a voodoo doctor. Like, it's amazing.
There's no next of kin on there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, no real estate mogul.
Which is funny because you'd think Hunter Biden would be perfect. He's got all those laptops. He could probably make something happen.
Well, the problem is he lost his laptop.
He's sequencing the genome on all his laptops.
Exactly.
Do you remember that was the October surprise, right? That was Giuliani's big Ooga Booga October surprise. And man, what
delightful
a fucking belly flop.
Yeah. Oh, man.
How mad do you think they were when they were like, all right, we got it. It's the next Hillary's emails. It's Hunter's laptop. I mean, it's basically the same thing. We just replaced a little more. And then just fucking nothing. He had to be apoplectic about that.
I mean, they couldn't even explain what it meant. Like a blind computer repairman in Delaware said when Hunter Laptop, that's his name. When Hunter Laptop was in L.A.
No, I'm Hunter Laptop. I am not a suspicious character at all.
He's just walking around there shedding off his skin. All the laptops are falling off him.
I just loved it. It was amazing.
Oh, guys. All right. So far, you guys have 10 more minutes, and you guys have already beaten the silky-voiced Seth Andrews, who came on to clean up after the away guys.
Right.
Well, here's
not last place.
Holy
Not
shit.
last
My
place.
God.
Yeah, we
Well, they're
were
triple teaming him. That's the
We
thing,
were-
Cecil.
We weren't ready for that many lawyers. I don't think we were ready at all. We weren't ready.
No.
Well, I feel like we're kind of. This is what I thought we were going to be. Is we're kind of like the ugly girl that the mean girls invite to sit at their table so they look more hot. Like, the curve has to have a bottom as well as a top. So I
My
figured
wife
that
calls
was-
that husband. Is what.
All right, you guys ready for another question?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
Okay. This is an easy one. You guys want an easy one?
Yeah.
All right. What sports celebrity was also the administrator of Small Business Administration?
Oh, Linda McMahon.
Oh, he's got it.
God
Man,
damn.
you're
What?
crushing
Uncle
it.
Mike's got a sport.
I got to get some books, man. I got to get me some books.
That's amazing.
How
Yeah.
long did Omarosa serve as Director of Communications for the Office of the Public Liaison?
Omarosa. I forgot about Omarosa.
I know.
How do you keep track of all of these people?
45 days? Was it that long?
That was my guess.
It's longer.
All right.
I don't say that very often, but it's longer.
60 days?
Exactly 1 year.
Oh,
Really?
my God.
Exactly January 20th to January 20th the following year. And then she wrote a tell-all book and left the administration.
You got
Cecil,
to
how
stay
do your
long enough to
questions
get the
how many
stories.
tell-all books have been written at this
I
point?
just thought of that. It just occurred to me. I should have done that. How many tell-all books have there been?
And how many
Yeah.
more are coming? Like,
Yeah,
there's
right?
just
Oh.
fuck.
The good ones are on their way.
I love that they all have adjective names like fear, anger,
Yeah.
despair. Like they're all.
They're all an id. They're all just an id. We got a cat on stream.
Oh yeah,
Cat
Doug.
on stream.
Cats are worth
Cat on-
money.
Cat's gonna get
Cat
money.
on stream, everybody donate.
Make it big.
That's it.
Make
Look at that
big,
cat.
Ian.
Right.
Look at that.
Cat on
Oh,
stream.
show us that pussy, Doug.
Oh, man, stroke that pussy. There we
No,
go.
no.
Whoa,
Turn it back around.
What are you doing?
Okay. A little familiar, Doug. Not on a
Oh.
first
All
date.
right.
Baby.
Yes.
Oh, get that money. Here comes
Come on,
the
cat
you
money.
know for sure.
Yeah.
Cat money or the
money's
cat
coming.
gets it.
We'll feed that cat to Andrew's dog. Well, probably the other way around.
Yeah, right.
Or Seth's dog. Yeah.
So mean. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Here's I got my cat to show you guys too.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, saddest thing. Oh my God.
Yeah. This is the before and after, so donate.
Wow.
All right.
And it's crazy because you're right next to a crematorium there at Four Seasons Stellar
Yeah, so
Landscape.
handy.
It was convenient.
I dropped the cat off, went and bought a dildo, came back and got a lawnmower. So
Oh my
convenient.
God. You guys want to see what I've got next to me? Because I was
I
gonna
don't
find a
probably
prop.
know. Yeah.
Now I do.
No. This is something that is actually because this used to be before times we used to all record in the same room together,
Oh,
and this
okay.
was
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it was like
yeah.
we would
That's
just
Yeah, I
sort
know
of
the feeling.
decorate
that
the
right now.
podcast room with various and sundry, and this is something that Uncle Mark got through all kinds of crazy means. But I just want you to see
Yeah.
that is
That's an original, guys.
That's a real.
That's
a-
a real
that's an
Westboro
original?
Baptist church.
Yep.
Yeah.
How did you get that? That's amazing.
And look on the other side, we got both. You can just
Did they
sort of
sign
choose.
it?
No, they
No.
didn't sign it.
Wait,
Oh,
let
that's
me
what we
see the
should've
other
done.
side. I want to see the other side. You didn't show. But I got to see what's at the top. Is it another Jew?
it's
Or no?
Still the Jew.
It's
God stole the Hasidic Jew,
Right.
but
It's
now he
still-
hates bags. So
Okay,
you know.
all right, okay. Well, there you go. It didn't occur to me that they would both be the same person, but maybe they are. I don't know.
You know, every now and then God's up there in his heaven going, "Oi, with these vagulas." I don't know.
Well, I think that sign is just good manners. It's like having kind of a little bunch of Hallmark cards for any occasion. You don't know what's going to come up.
It's funny. I have another one from them. We got a couple from them. It's a long story, but the one I've got, I actually have it hanging in my bathroom. It said, "God hates you." And
So specific.
I love that. Every day I step out of the shower and I'm like, okay,
yeah, no,
makes sense.
He should.
Oh, it's so great.
That's outstanding.
God hates you. Oh man, I thought I was
on it.
Oh.
We do another show called Citation Needed, Tom and I, with the Scathing guys who are coming up pretty soon. And
that feels like a little nepotistic thing that you just did for our competition.
Also, I just want to say,
a plug. Great.
2 votes is the shirt I'm wearing because we need 2 votes today.
Right.
Also,
yes.
Citation Needed has a shirt called 2 votes, and that proceeds to that goes to me. So it doesn't go anywhere. It goes to me.
Good luck in your Senate race in Georgia, Cecil.
Yeah. But anyway, we covered spite houses on that show where I did an essay where I wrote about a bunch of spite houses where people just build houses because they're fucking mean or they hate their brother. It's fucking awesome. It's seriously great. But one of the spite houses is across the street from the Westboro Baptist Church, and
I've been there.
They painted the trans color flag, and it's outstanding. It's so amazing that they did this. They went out of their way to be like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna buy a fucking house. I'm gonna paint it, and fuck you twice." How's that? I love it.
Yeah.
Spite out of love. Fuck Fred. That was one of the best days on earth when that fuck Fred Phelps died.
Yeah.
Can we just? Can somebody donate to that? Just donate in the hateful
donate
memory.
For him dying.
Yeah.
Turn your money into a spite house right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Fred Phelps.
Spite donations.
Yeah.
When you've got a rivalry like that, how awkward is it to go borrow some sugar then? That's just like, you're like, oh man, now I'm out of sugar. It's going to be a whole fucking thing.
It's even worse if they have to go over there and borrow like a magic marker so they can make a hate sign. It's really worse than it's awkward.
You just knock on the door
strange.
I need another fag, actually. Do you have any? I don't know. You seem like the right place to go.
I'm out of things for God to hate. Do you have anything?
Do you have any ideas? Because we're out of ideas at this point.
Let's just spitball.
It's outstanding.
The Portuguese. God hates the
Portuguese.
They disowned him, Fred Phelps, the family, when he died.
Wait,
they disowned him and they didn't go to his funeral.
Wait, why?
Something to do with they thought he turned gay in the afterlife or something like that.
Shut the fuck up! Are you serious?
Wait, are you serious
I'm not kidding.
right now?
No, I'm not kidding.
They did his funeral.
You know what?
They didn't. They didn't.
They
go to
like
his funeral.
losers who don't die.
He doesn't hate anymore. Like, he's just been gone quiet on the hate. He's
Right.
Fuck him.
He really
Fuck that
doesn't
guy.
keep up his end of the bargain at this point.
No matter what, that's outstanding. So you only have a couple more minutes, guys, to donate for
come
for
on.
How to Heretic folks.
Come on, guys.
'Cause we are. I'll get an update before you guys bounce, but we only have a couple more minutes. If you guys want to make a count for How to Heretic, they in the first half they raised $8,000. We're so happy you guys were able to join us.
And now it's
today.
up to 8,012, you guys.
$12.
If you can't donate to us, donate against Eli.
Almost
Right?
$10,000 up to 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. You guys are at 97.73. Come
Oh, we
on,
gotta get
people.
that to
Come
10
on,
grand.
guys gotta
Come on.
crack them
Break
over
10.
10 grand.
Come
You
on.
guys
Guys
can
can
crack
do
them
it.
over 10
Oh,
grand.
come on, you guys.
Yeah.
5 figures. It's not that hard.
Doug, shirt off.
It's like more
That's
money
right.
than-
Here we go.
It's like more than any podcaster's ever seen. It's
Donate money or I'll take my shirt off.
It's not that hard is the slogan for the show. That's not.
Guys, if people were going to find your work on the internet, where would they find it?
We are, our website is howtoheretic.com. We're on all the pod blasters, the How to Heretic. Our show is a kind of non-sequential, and it's not a current events show necessarily. So you can just kind of jump in any place. We have it divided into segments because we do about 3 segments a week. It's divided into segments on YouTube. So you can go there if you just want to look up a specific thing like Mormon Sasquatch or a Moonquaker. Those are there. So,
I'm being a Moonquaker for Halloween next year. Moonquaker. It's
Everyone
you
will
should-
get it.
You should do
Everybody will get it.
Sunquaker and Moonquaker like Mr. Heatmiser.
Moonquaker. Wasn't that a Bond movie? Moonquaker?
Starring Sebastian Gorka, as a matter of fact.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we are so happy that you could take time out of your busy schedule to come join with us. We really
Thanks for
appreciate it.
having
We're going to
us,
have you guys
guys.
on the show, the podcast soon. We miss you guys. And,
Miss you guys.
Love you guys.
We'd love to have you on again. We'll be in touch pretty
We'll
soon.
be a little more hesitant now that we know what you look like, but we'll come. We'll come.
It feels similar. It's
Yeah.
right
Feels
there.
mutual.
Thank you
I
so
gotta buy
much for
some
including
books
us in
between now
this.
and then. That's for sure.
This has been amazing. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you guys so much.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's awesome.
Peace.
Take care, guys.
So long, everybody.
So do we have a final number now that we're?
Yeah, 57,000 was what we were
Wow.
at, and they raised almost 10,000. So
That's amazing.
Doing a great job. Doing a great job.
Shit.
So far, just crushing it. I can't say enough about the people that are that do not want to have Mitch McConnell be the
Right.
guy.
However much you hate Mitch McConnell,
Right?
that's the money you should
That
donate.
is the money. That's the money. Yeah.
Just to make him hurt. It would be so upsetting for him at a deep personal level. Think about how great that is. That's amazing.
Oh gosh, yeah. So, but I can't believe so far we're already up to. I mean, and I sort of threw that number, that $40,000 number out there, thinking, well, we got $16,500 in matches. I figured, we're gonna get close to that as time goes on, and I figured $40,000 was reaching for the stars, but $57,000 is a good.
I would have been
benchmark
thrilled
so
to have
far.
hit the match number. Like the match, I would have been like,
right?
whoa, did
Oh,
some
yeah.
good work on a Friday.
Exactly, right?
Man.
It's outstanding.
57.
Wow.
Holy
so
shit. We're
that
halfway
is-
through this thing.
Yeah, we're halfway through. We have another set of people coming on. I think is it the Scathing guys next?
I don't know, some small.
I think so. I think it's the Scathing folks next. I may be wrong. I
puzzle
hope I'm
or
not wrong. It
fucking
would be rude if
whatever.
I was wrong.
I don't know. Ian will
'cause
probably drop the whole stream when he
Ian will
tries to
just
connect
yeah,
them or
Ian's just
something.
gonna add them and everything's gonna fucking bork. So don't leave right away and don't refresh. That's all we're saying.
Just put your hands in the air and let it
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone is asking, is the 57,000 including the match?
I don't think so.
Nope.
No, because the match people I asked to wait until after the donation time, and Tom and I are part of that match. Ian, I know you're busy, and I'm sure he's gonna be busy. He's probably not even gonna hear this. Ian, if you could start maybe putting some of the match names across the bottom too. And they're in that document. It'd be nice to sort of recognize some of the match folks.
Yeah, incredible
It looks
generosity.
like it's not including the match, so it did come across the screen a couple times. So you can add whoever is also coming in because we're a minute over. Oh, I see a Noah.
Hello.
I see a Noah.
Eli.
Mic's off though, so we can't.
No, it's on now. It's on.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Beautiful profile picture. Hi Noah. Hope you're doing well. Tom,
Doing
can you hear
well.
me?
I got you, buddy. Heath America.
Tom
You got
can
me.
hear me.
You got.
Or Tom
Cecil?
can hear me, but I can't hear Tom. I guess that's what I should say.
I just am out of the
It's
show.
still borked. Sorry.
This is.
I'm gonna be
This
quiet.
is how I
until
get kicked
everybody
out. This is how I get fired, guys. This is.
Actually,
Cecil
you know what I'm
just-
gonna do, Tom?
Yep.
Not
What?
on you, buddy. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Whoa. Well, can you guys hear me, Heath, Eli, Noah?
I
I
got
can
you.
hear you, Tom.
Oh fuck yeah, man! We got a party going. We don't
How's it
need a
going,
fucking
buddy?
Cecil, what's going on, man? We gotta raise some money. Got some big numbers to try to beat.
It's bullshit. I demand a recount. Those donations coming out of Pennsylvania are horse shit. You knew they were going to be horse shit going in. The fucking whole ballot thing, they went first. It doesn't even fucking count when you go first. And I think it's all a bunch of horse shit. And my lawyers will be talking to you pretty soon from...
All right, well let's actually. No, I knew you were going to say that. Let's check the Dominion computers. Sydney Powell, do you have a number for us?
No, it's okay. It seems bad now, but now that I'm here, there's going to be what's called a Jew shift in the money, and it's going to move
To the Jews. That's it. Shifts out of the account. It goes to the Jews. We all know how this works.
I have this supercomputer. It's called the Chemer. It's great.
This is interesting because we've been recording for a long time, but I've never actually seen you in your own homes, and it's as dire as I thought. Like, this is bleak. This is some 2020.
What the
know,
fuck?
Look at where Eli. Where is Eli recording from? The interior of a refrigerator?
He is in an asbestos cave in his basement. I'm quite certain.
What is around you? Are you worried that there's going to be an
happening with you?
atomic bomb that's going to go off before the fucking crystal skull is found? Where the fuck are you recording from?
It's 2020. Why the fuck would he not be worried about that?
And did you smear Vaseline on the screen, or are you just hoping the soap opera vision will help? Do they even make cameras like that anymore? The 2 megapixels?
Okay, so this is a room in my basement that I had built, and when it was built, the carpenter was absolutely like, I'm gonna be the first person you murder in here. Like, there's nothing this room is for but murder.
That's outstanding. Outstanding. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, guys, thank you.
Big shoes to try to fill here. I don't know if you guys saw
pending the recount and the lawsuits. There are a number of things that are in the works right now. I think it's a little early to call totals. You guys called it pretty much before their half hour was up, which I thought was weird.
We're
nothing but trouble from Georgia. Nothing but fucking trouble from Georgia.
The media doesn't call it totals. That's all I'm saying.
Desi Arnaz donated from the grave. We're pretty sure.
No, all right. So wait, I'm the first Georgian on your live stream, am I not? Or the first Georgia voter?
You're the first Georgian that can read a book.
Well, setting that aside, okay. So I sent Ian something. Ian, are you going to be able to put this up? This is like over so they decided the politicians decided that they were going to give us until after Thanksgiving, apparently. But I sent Ian a few texts I got earlier today that just like it's a 15-minute period. I had 3 different messages. I could have kept sending. They've been coming every hour on the hour all fucking day, going like, I got one from Charlie Kirk. I got one from Georgia
Was it his balls? Please say it was his balls. Did he text you his balls?
Yeah, here it is. Look at this shit. Look at the timestamps here. 3:22, 3:32, 3:37. This is my life. This is my life for the next month and a half. People donate during this fucking hour. At least make it all worthwhile.
At least pay so Noah can get a restraining order on Charlie Kirk. At least,
right?
Come on, guys.
Or
if Heath got that many text messages, he'd throw his fucking phone out the window and run. This thing won't stop.
I love spending time with Charlie Kirk, but that's about it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to him on the phone though. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Someone just asked if Noah is going to canvass in Georgia. What amount do we need to hit for Noah to show up to door to door?
I don't know. How much is bail in Georgia? What do we do?
Noah would be the best canvasser. He'd go to one house and badger that fucker for 6 straight days.
All right, fine, God damn it.
I think we need $38,001 for bail for Noah.
All right, so here's what I was thinking, guys, and I haven't really kicked this around with Heath and Eli, so you guys feel free to veto this if you want.
Hold on.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Update. In 5 minutes, they've raised $17,000.
Holy
shit! That's right.
Face.
That's right.
Oh my God.
Keep this pace.
We love old ladies. We love old ladies.
That's right.
Never let them get burned.
We're looking at 102 grand.
Tom, I'm fucking checking out. This is up to you now. I'm done.
Why would it be up to me? What world would that accelerate the pace of things, Cecil?
I can't believe how amazing you guys are. Holy shit.
Consider how much of opening arguments. Consider how much of opening arguments money came from old ladies that were afraid they were going to get burned if they didn't donate. Right? There's a certain amount of that. We haven't even figured that out yet. We subtracted it out.
It's a lot. It's a lot for sure.
However much sex we're allowed to offer legally for donations, I am offering. I don't know. It might be 0 legally, in which case technically I'm saying 0, but whatever is allowed is what we're offering.
I've got Ian in my earpiece. He is crying. He is crying.
Oh, man. That's
Holy
outstanding.
shit.
Genuinely outstanding.
We could accidentally make a difference. That would be the only good thing that we could do in 2020. 2020, we have tried. 2020 has been one of those years where nothing good ever fucking happens. We could accidentally make a difference. Oh, where's my drink? I don't even have a drink.
Where is your
studio,
drink?
bud? It's
God damn it.
Is that some mango nectar you got there, Eli? Got a little...
God
in
damn
a Dr. Stew mug?
In a fucking Sonic cup full of shit that he was living in a basement.
Okay. So in the darkest,
saddest thing I ever saw.
I just want to point out really quickly, too, because I did get the running total. So far, the running total, and I don't think this includes some of the match, we're up to $85,000 so far.
Wow.
So,
that's awesome.
That's a lot.
So I'm sorry, are you saying that's not counting your 16,500?
I don't think
it is.
No, because I asked those people to wait until afterwards. I asked those people
So it's going to go over 100.
So yeah.
It could feasibly go over 100 pretty easily.
I feel like we pushed it over 100, really.
I feel like I'm going to definitely say that's true. I'm going to definitely say that's true. I've been rooting for you guys all day. I know that you guys you're just better than opening arguments. I mean, you're just better.
Well, the bar is there,
but you're better. So
yeah.
What's the name of the show?
It's hard to pass. Is that what you're saying, Noah?
That's
We're
not
better
even,
than. Is that a podcast?
That's not even a
think
real
so.
thing in
I
court.
don't know.
There's no such thing as
Yeah,
opening
that's not even.
arguments.
It's
You can't,
no. It,
can't do argumentation.
opening remarks, right?
Yeah,
Right,
Opening,
exactly.
opening
What do you-
statements, I think, is what it is.
Yeah,
Opening
well,
statements.
opening statements,
So, yeah.
opening remarks,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, it's not.
It's a dumb title if that's a podcast.
I don't know if that guy should. I don't think you should take legal advice from that podcast.
Right.
And really,
I agree.
if you can't
I
do
agree.
that, what the fuck would be the point?
I got to point out,
Really?
Heath, baller shirt you got on there.
Thank
buddy.
you. 2 votes.
That's because we need
Yes.
2 votes today, guys. 2 votes in the Senate. 2
Yeah.
votes, folks.
That could.
Because if you don't have that, oof.
Well, I'll tell you what, Joe, we're counting on Georgians. I mean, like, we need every fucking penny.
This is terrifying. That's our situation. Is like, really hope the people of Georgia come through for America's democracy.
So here's what we're hoping for at this point is we're hoping that they'll be taken
no.
enough with Trump's arguments about voter suppression and voter fraud and all that shit that they're going to boycott the voter, not trust the voter, not think that it matters.
I said on our latest podcast, it's not posted yet because Ian's lazy and he hasn't edited it yet. But
Yeah, right,
the thing is that I said that what we should do is, or what someone should do, someone nefarious, of course, should go out and create a bunch of Twitter accounts and say, I'm Republican Georgia voter 61432, and put a picture of truck nuts or an eagle or whatever, and then just say how they were boycotting the vote because, my God, they let Trump lose here and it's a fraud election. And then they just keep tweeting and responding to all the major Republican Twitter players over and over and over again how they're going to boycott the vote. I mean, that would be really terrible. If
Oh,
someone
if we
did
could get
that.
the Russians to do that, that'd be even easier and cheaper.
Yeah.
Flash cut over to Stacey Abrams surrounded by laptops to just text Cecil, snitches get stitches, Cecil. Cheat me out of
Oh
my
shit!
fucking
Look at this match of $1,000 here, match of $2,000.
Oh,
What the hell is going
Okay.
on here?
Hold on, I just
generous
got
matchers.
hold on, I just got a message. We broke $100,000 without matching. So far, we broke 100,000. So I do get
That's
to blame it on
amazing.
you guys.
Did
So,
we
yeah.
beat Andrew and Thomas?
I think
This
we
is what
already-
I have-
Yeah.
Soon
I
we'll
think you
know.
get to
Yo,
fuck
we
their
did.
wives.
We
That's
did.
what
We
it
were at
says.
we were at 56
Wait, what did
when
Tom
we came
say?
in. We were at 56 when we came in. Their total was 38. So
yeah,
if we're over
right,
100,
yeah.
we beat them.
It's done.
I think so. I think maybe my guys going to beat him. That sucks, though.
Fake.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just saying. I'm just saying that
12
lawyers
minutes.
aren't that fucking rich. That's all I'm saying.
I'm dropping my lawsuits. I feel like the count actually is fair. I think we can count on this type of representation.
What we want now
This is
is
the most satisfied any of us have ever made someone in 12 minutes. That's amazing.
we want to unite the podcasting community. There's been so much ugliness.
No, fuck that. Fuck that.
Has it been 12 minutes? I need a nap. Something. Fuck.
Oh, if we get over
I
105,
did get
we
a
could be-
message. I did get a message. It is confirmed you've already beaten OA in 12 minutes. So
Oh,
Blam.
I just
wow.
Andrew has to get a tattoo of my face on his face. That's the law. I didn't make that up. Andrew said I will get a tattoo of your face on my face.
That's what you get for burning
God.
old ladies, Andrew.
It's
You can't
crazy.
get away with it for long.
Eli doesn't even want to have a tattoo of his own face on his face. Are you kidding me?
Oh, if I could get Thomas over my face. Oh,
Oh, you'd be crushing it. Let me tell you,
Skin
man.
mask.
You
This
can.
is so
it's just
satisfying.
we
I just don't
have
know
a
who's
Thomas
supposed to make
anymore.
us the
Yeah.
sandwich. Like,
Heath,
that's-
we had a whole meeting about saying skin mask on the
I said it nice. I thought it was about the tone.
Holy
But we landed
shit.
on.
Well, so we can leave now, right? I can go play games and shit. There's a Hyrule Warriors just came out.
The rest of us is just us on Switch.
Do you guys want to try this really hard trivia game I made?
I have a trivia question for you, Cecil, about Donald Trump. Which Mario Kart character does his penis look like?
Toad.
Ah, damn. All right. Heath, give me a
I've
hard
looked at
one.
Toad before. I've
Mine
looked at
looks
Toad
like
before.
Bullet Bill.
No.
Not
that
as
was
hard.
Wario.
Go to the doctor.
Mine's as hot. Mine's as hairy as Wario. That's for sure.
I do want Thomas all over my face. He's a good-looking. You guys been watching? It's unfortunate how good-looking Thomas is.
If we
Did
get
you guys
to
see that Dan looks like
I would
an old-timey
also say
miner
that
now?
his looks are
I know,
unfortunate.
right? He does look like an old-timey miner.
I kept waiting for him to be like, "You're all hating my panhandle," and I was like, "No one's gonna address it. No one's gonna address that a third of How to Heretic looks like they just jumped out of a corner of Disney and they're gonna take you to a secret part of Westworld." If Westworld was real, Dan is who I would spend the entire time fucking.
No shit. You'd never leave his side. He'd be your sidekick. You could make him your sidekick. Oh my God, would that be amazing?
It would be
in an
pure-
oversized hat, in a big oversized hat. Oh, $1 million I would pay to spend all my life in Westworld. Are you kidding me? Outstanding. Are you ready? Are you ready, Noah? Because I know you're going to be the one who answers this.
No, I'm going to push him off on Heath.
You're the smart one. So here we
I'll
go.
answer.
Oh, no.
I'll provide ballast while you guys figure out the fucking trivia.
I was gonna
Figure
say.
it out.
Fuck everybody.
Okay. How many secretaries of labor have there been in the Trump administration?
Oh, come on. Everybody else was getting press secretaries and shit. Secretary of fucking labor?
4.
He's correct. It
Booyah.
is 4.
Can you
It
name
is
even
4.
one? I don't know any of the secretaries of labor.
Yup. Steve.
Oh, Steve Steverson.
Fucking
Tom?
Bill.
there was Steven.
Antonio. Okay, here we go.
Hats.
This is a tough one. Name the restaurant that Sarah Huckabee Sanders
Comet ping pong. No.
Probably
Oh,
there
fuck,
too.
what was the name
Probably
of it?
there
The
too.
Red Hen.
Jeez.
That's correct.
Yes!
That's
Well
excellent.
done, Eli!
Because I had to write jokes for Heath to do the voice in.
Oh, so good. Well, I got another Sarah Huckabee Sanders joke for you, or ready for you guys. How many jobs?
Comet ping pong.
Sarah, are you on the line? Sarah?
I will
How many-
strangle you with my labia.
Heath has to do the rest of this James Lipton style as Sarah.
How many jobs has Sarah Huckabee Sanders had in the administration, more or less than Sean Spicer?
Less.
Nope, they've had the same.
Damn
amount.
it. Same
Two.
one.
Oh,
Two.
trick
Trick question.
Two.
He got me with that shit
no,
the
no,
other
no,
night.
It's not a trick question. That's not a no.
It is, because you said it's the answer less or more.
Yeah. You gave multiple
Two
choice.
options, and it's not one of the options.
Fuck all of you. You're all fired from citation needed. I'm the boss.
It's just
Technically,
angry Cecil.
Sulu was in charge of the phasers, so this question is unanswerable.
Okay, what was Kellyanne Conway's official title?
Thank you, Heath. Thank you. Ian
Cunt? I think it was
Ian
cunt.
wrote us a whole thing right before we got on the air. He was like, "Hey, Twitch is really big about hate speech," and then I was like, "Oh, joke for Kellyanne Conway."
Kellyanne Conway's a cunt. Am I fucking it up?
It starts with a C, so yeah, I mean you're close. It's a C word.
Communications director.
She was counselor to the president.
Oh, I thought it was hee-haw girl.
Is she an attorney or just like a general use of the word counsel?
I don't know. That's a good question, Heath.
I didn't even
I
know
don't know.
Skeletor had business cards. That's
I'd
where
ask
I'm
our
hung up.
lawyer,
Like,
but he's
that's-
mad at us.
If
Oh,
it
he's
was,
fucking
I was going to guess
fuming right
Crypt
now.
Keeper once you said C.
He's fuming right now. He's so mad at you guys. Super duper extra special mad. That's outstanding.
God.
Oh, we have an invader.
Wow.
That's just why that is.
The best part is I can't see anything, so I don't know what you're
Oh my God, Cecil! No, you're missing it.
It's the hat that you was hoping it was going to be.
I saw it before. I've seen it before. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
He's a Wild West rabbi. It's awesome.
Hold on.
Do you know how hard it is to circumcise a lad on the back?
All right, now this
Dinner here now.
This is excellent. This is an OnlyFans with one fan, but a very specific one.
This is amazing.
You could be charging that Bella Thorne money, Dan. I'm telling you, you're missing out.
All right, I'm running back to Westworld, you bitches. All right. Peace.
Holy, well, I don't even know what just happened there. That was the best thing that's happened there. Holy shit. Shout out to Yukon Cornelius.
I think we should donate. I think we should kick like $1,000 of our money over to their hour now, or something like that. They boost them up over 10.
Did we lose Cecil?
We lost
God
Cecil.
damn it,
Cecil's
Ian.
gone. I didn't think we lost him. I thought he was like, man, you know what? Fuck this. He was just throwing people out in the middle without even telling me what's going on.
Ooh, let's do a ransom thing. How much donations to get Cecil back?
Ooh, yeah.
All right.
And we don't murder him every 10 minutes.
Get up to 200,000 or Cecil's just off all the show. It's just me on cognitive dissonance trying desperately to figure out what the buttons do.
he was the imposter.
Tom,
We ejected him.
Tom, do you have the total in front of you for the whole?
No, I don't
thing
even
so
know
far?
how. I don't even know how to get to the total. I have no idea.
Oh man, Cecil has like all the stuff.
Cecil,
Okay,
are you kidding me?
All right, so
Leave
wait,
this
so
in
we-
my incapable hands.
this is episode. I don't know. It's fucking. I have a mic. I'm
Jesus
going.
Christ, it's not my role in this thing. I'm not the doer of stuff. I'm
I'm
the
not
knower of
likable. I
things.
don't. Never had sex with a woman. I don't know how that works.
All right. So here's the thing. We're about to get the total from Ian. Last year we did a big fundraiser, and one of the prizes, one of the commitments that we made was that I was going to quit smoking if we raised over a certain amount. I think it was over 100,000, right? Or whatever amount it was. It was a lot of money. And we raised that amount, and I quit smoking. It's been 351 days since my last
damn,
cigarette.
Nice work.
That's
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. Good
But
for you.
I'm willing to start again if we can't get over 125,000.
I am
this shit
gonna
is
start
over.
smoking again if we don't. How about
There
that?
you go. There you go. So either me or Heath will start smoking.
Another ransom hostage situation.
Another $11,000.
Holy shit, guys! The total is 114.
That's
without
incredible.
The match.
That's
114
incredible.
without the match.
That means we're close to doubling what little old what's their names did.
What's
little
that show?
old,
What's their names?
Little,
You don't even
little
know
old
their
Andrew
names.
and little old Thomas.
Whining first or whatever.
Starting discussion.
Tommy and
podcast.
Tommy
Yes!
and Andy.
Sorry, I was reading the comments and someone suggested Among Us, and then someone else suggested AOC joins that Among Us game, and I would pay any amount of money to watch Heath play Among Us with AOC.
I think she's doing her stuff.
You're
Taking
funny.
care of her. I saw her doing her task.
I love your face, Cans.
I want to eat it.
Oh,
He's just standing there and he's like, foot picks. Oh, fuck. God damn it.
I'll be
Who
inside.
said? Were you into? No. Who said that?
You're a bartender, right?
Mexican.
What? What races are you into?
List your favorites and then tell me which one I
Go
like.
first, for sure. You definitely go first.
Noah said Swedes.
Wow.
Oh shit.
That is terrifyingly inappropriate. Never give Heath a mic. Why is Heath live? That doesn't seem like something
I'm telling you, when we decide to get $1 million project, we just plant a mic on Heath and have him flirt at skeptic conventions. We are set for life. Hello, today, how many gods aren't?
0. I win. I'm winning this moment. I'm beating you in this moment. I'm better than you. 1-0, Heath. Next.
You
I
can
smell like
tie.
a campfire all the time.
But what are we on? Because I want to set a goal.
We're I think at 60,000.
I can't do that, man.
You can't do the math of we're at 60,000?
we were at, it was at 54 and now it's 114. It's making it so easy. It's 11 minus 5. Is what we're trying to... Just new math. I'm doing new
I
math.
love
Eli,
that
you're good.
Noah not only just gives him the answer, but also dresses him
Yeah,
down.
he berates him. He berates him as well. That's always a plus for sure. Yeah.
Here are the 7 ways you're stupid today.
I can't be the funny one, you know?
And he
Cecil,
likes me.
ask him a math question. Math trivia?
Give me a math trivia question.
I don't have any math.
Then you'll see how creative
What's the
I
cube
can get.
root of 27?
You got that, buddy. Come on.
Oh, it's not 9.
Wow.
You
Keep
asked me
going.
fast.
Keep going.
It's a 3. It's 3,
99.
right?
Yeah.
9.
It's 3.
Oh, man,
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Now we're
You're
just
going to
doing
figure out
math.
a square.
3 times 3 times
Cube
3.
root. Yeah, 3 times 3.
So I'm a fat joke. So you asked if I had mango nectar on the way down.
Wait,
and I
what
was
is that cup? Hold on. I want to see that cup.
It's
my
one fish, two fish.
Red fish,
Oh,
blue
okay.
fish.
All right. For a second, all I saw was fish, and I did think it was a Long John Silver's cup for a second. What
do
the
you
fuck would
have
be
that?
vegan at Long John Silver?
Here's the sad thing. I don't even have my child as an excuse. I've had this cup for years.
I know. Why do you... God damn.
So I was like, oh, for the live stream as a bit, I'm going to bring my gallon jug of mango nectar and drink from it the whole time.
Oh, nice.
But my arms are weakened from the amount of sugar I consume in a day. So as I tried to walk down my basement stairs to my asbestos hovel, it fell out of my arms, and I fell after it and fell on my mango nectar, which exploded on the shirt I was wearing. And Anna was at the top of the stairs holding our son.
Is that why you're not wearing your 2 votes shirt?
That's
No,
not
you
good
just don't
enough.
have one.
That was your chance to say yes, but all right, go on.
I was gift wrapping a fucking excuse
Right.
for you, Eli.
Noah.
Goddamn.
If we get $10,000 more in the next 5 minutes, Eli will chug a gallon of soy milk. Yes?
I have almond, and I'll drink a gallon of almond milk right here on the air.
Oh,
Game
God,
on.
I don't want to have to
I'll
watch
ruin
that.
knowledge fights by half hour. People will be donating just to get me to stop.
Cecil just got an Amber Alert. That's
Yeah, it did.
disturbing.
The Amber Alert
Always
just told
happens
me-
when Eli's on.
Amber Alert just told me you guys made $114,000. That's crazy.
Holy shit!
We're coming up on there on the end though, guys. This is we're coming up on the very end of the Scathing guys. They're gonna be leaving here in 4 minutes, and so we want to make sure that if you wanted to donate to the 2 candidates during their time, they get bragging rights,
Yep.
and they're gonna
4
be
minutes.
fucking insufferable here. They're going to be insufferable, and it's going to be outstanding, and we can't wait to hear how insufferable they're going to be for a very
and
long time about this.
Keep in mind, of all the people that are on this fucking thing, I'm the one that has to live in goddamn Georgia for the next 2 months, okay? All right, I'm the one, basically, all right, I'll tell you what, we don't hit 120,000, then I'm going to vote for Loeffler and fucking Purdue. How's that? How's that, motherfuckers? Let's bring these numbers up. I'm kidding, I would not do that. I'm not going to do that. Oh. It's so fun though because all of the Republicans are so pissed off, and they are actually like the ones that like my brother-in-law, who's a big Trump guy, was bitching the other day about how about exactly what we want him to be bitching about how that's bullshit. There ain't no fucking way that this state voted for Joe Biden and his communist bullshit. They're rigging that shit. So he's saying that to me. Yeah, man.
That's right.
Rigging it. That's right. You
bet.
can't
I
trust
rigged
them.
it.
There's no
bet.
reason.
Totes rigged it, yo.
Yeah, we rigged it, and then we
Absolutely.
rigged the Senate to be dangerously close.
Yeah, we rigged it. We rigged it by like 18 fucking votes in the state of Georgia.
Crime.
Jesus Christ.
We only need 1 extra to win, so just rig 1 extra vote. That's all we need is just flip 1 and then call. Okay, it's the whole thing.
All right,
2 minutes.
2
2 minutes to get it in.
Everybody knows where you
Wait,
guys
that
can be
didn't sound
found
right.
on the internet, but we
Actually,
should
that sounded
mention
exactly right, Tom.
What am I going to do with my extra minute?
Reclaiming my time.
Outstanding, gentlemen. I want to thank you guys for joining us today. Thank you so much for coming on, spending half an hour with you. It has been a blast, and it always is. That's why we do a show together called Citation Needed, out every Wednesday.
Wait, what's the does it a podcast? What's it called?
It's called Opening Arguments. I don't know if you heard of
Citations
it.
needed with an S?
No. What? No.
Yeah,
No.
get
Mute
to
his
their
mic.
Patreon.
Yeah, Yeah, so we can return it to them and be like, will you come on our show sometime? And then they don't respond. It's perfect.
So Cecil can return it to him.
Yeah.
It's like the Edinburgh podcasts. It was lovely. They didn't want us there.
You know, there's been too many citation needed because there was a YouTube one too is available as well. And we've talked to all of them and they're all just like, go fucking die in a corner, please.
They have. You can get the 2-vote shirt, but first go and donate some fucking money to Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff at the thing at the link below because they need it more than we do at this point, and the whole goddamn country needs it. We get way more out of Democratic control of the Senate than we get out of selling you a fucking T-shirt.
Absolutely.
Then we get out of like anything. It's like the most important thing ever.
Yeah.
Speak for yourselves. I mean, we already beat Andrew and Tom. I got what I needed out of this experience.
Oh man,
Need fucking.
Outstanding. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We really do
Thank
appreciate
you so
it.
much.
We'll announce your total here in a minute, but it's definitely over 60. So thank you so much for joining us.
Andrew and Thomas, great job though. Like they did really well.
You guys did really good too, though.
That's like a silver medal right now, at least.
So far.
So good.
I mean, you know, like if you think about it, wait. So have we done as much as everybody else put together? Yeah, we've done as much as everybody else put because it was at 54. So really, if you think about it, we did that with a little bit left over.
That's true. It's very true. It's
amazing.
Very true.
We're pretty amazing.
Thank you guys for coming.
So it's like a tie. Us and everybody else tie.
I think it's closer to 60. I think you'll find that's closer to 64, Ian. 64. Okay.
Thank you.
Ian, no good at math.
What's the cube root of that?
9.
Oh man. So
all right.
great.
Thanks
So
for
great.
letting us be a part of this, guys.
Thanks.
Great work
Thank you guys so much. Thanks
We
so much for
appreciate
bringing
it so
that
much.
firepower, guys.
Mwah. So long, folks. We love you guys. Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Stay in your little
Go
room,
clean
Eli.
up your
Don't
sticky
come out.
mess, Eli.
Don't come out of your sticky, weird room. He's just stuck in a sticky, weird room the whole time.
Oh my god. Dude,
I
this
did
is a
not
crazy
think
amount of
this
money.
was going to be this much money.
Holy shit.
I thought for sure it was not going to be this much money. By the way, if you're new to the stream, folks, be sure to hit that like, subscribe button so you can join us for Thursday nights when we do our live stream on Thursday nights, every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Central. Like, share, subscribe. It's right there. So be sure to, wherever you're watching, because you could be watching on Twitch, you could be watching on Facebook, just be sure to hit whatever it is so you guys know when we go live again. And Tom and I have a lot of fun every week doing the stream, and we have a great time doing it. We're going to have Gio on here in a second. And big shoes to fill. My goodness, man. That's a lot.
Holy shit.
That's a lot. I thought for sure once I saw the OA guys make that much money, I was like, this is over. This is over. It's done. It's over. But I think it also doesn't, I don't know that it actually includes the match either, because there was one guy who specifically reached out to me and said, I don't know that I'm going to be able to donate during the scathing time, but I want a match, and it's $5,000. And I said, it's $5,000. I'll do anything for that. Like,
right.
I'll do a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna do a lot. I would do a lot for that money, so you could give it to
Man,
the
this is
people down
this
there.
is like make a difference money.
It really is. It
This
really
is
is.
making
And
this will buy $100,000.
This will buy 30 seconds worth of airtime of one commercial. So thank you so much for that.
That's so fucked. Oh man,
it is so fucked. It's genuinely so fucked. It's such. It sucks so bad because it's and it's funny because Tom and I were feeling we were fielding questions from people outside of the country who were basically saying, what the fuck? Why the fuck would we? Why do you even have money in politics? Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
Here we go. Look at this classy.
Gio.
Look at this classy mother right here. Holy shit.
Gentlemen.
It's 2020. Are you wearing a shirt and a jacket and a tie?
Always, my friend. Always.
He's not wearing pants though. That's for sure.
Holy shit.
What are we doing? What are we doing this for? Is this, what are we, Scrimshaw dildo preservation? What is this? What is this? Namibian band camp? What do we do? Every podiatrist a hero? I've lost track. There's so many
Every
fundraisers.
podiatrist.
The Bruce Valanche Dungeon and Dragons Recovery Center. What is this? Are we raising money for swimmer's knee? Is this for Eli pancreas? What are we doing here? Is this for the Socratic rejuvenation and hemlock clinic for philosophers? What are we raising? Are we raising money to save the Old Town Cock Tower? And yes, I said Cock Tower.
He did say Cock Tower.
What is this one? I forget. I can't keep track. I know you've only
You're on
raised
so many of them.
You've only raised $100,000 so far. So let's
Yeah.
get serious now, okay? No more effing around. Let's get
this
started.
is where we bring in the big guns now with George. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, man.
George.
Thanks so much.
Gosh,
holy shit! Let me tell you.
$114,000 you guys have going on. Is that
That's
the
it.
number?
That's where we're at so far. We expect to double that in the next 30 minutes.
That's not
There's
like
extra too.
Bolivian change or something.
Yeah.
That's actually American dollars.
So there is a match coming too, and I'm not sure when that's going to happen. But people have already pledged to match us this money. So there's already
There'll
like a
be a match, and they're
$16,000
burn all
match,
of Georgia
so.
down with the match.
Yeah,
like the
if you
start
match
of
enough,
Mission Impossible.
If you match enough, we fucking restart Sherman's heart, and he just goes and marches again.
You're right there. You're right there.
Holy shit!
Outstanding. All these people are wonderful matchers. They wound up matching, just wonderful people who wound up matching funds, and we are going to hopefully have their money eventually too donated to this. But cheers, man. It's been an incredible run so far, and it's been so long since we talked to you, George.
Yeah,
it's been
when
way
did
too
we
long.
talk last? It's been years.
I know. I think I saw Tom. I saw you in England like 2 years ago.
Oh,
Or
that's
in
right.
In Manchester.
Yep.
In
Yeah,
Manchester.
you were busy. We chatted for a few minutes, but you
in
were
the bar
you were
for like 5 seconds, and that was it. But
yep. You were busy
yeah.
working, and I was busy drinking. So
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
It was a Tuesday, so
Yeah,
I mean,
well, you know.
yeah. Are all those Match people just mistaken? They think they're on Match.com. Is that
I think
some kind
so.
of
I
mistake?
think
And
they
you're just-
swiped right by mistake.
We're just going
Absolutely.
to take the money because we really don't care. 'cause, yeah.
We just don't give a shit.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
it's been a long time. So I don't know. I'm sure we've had you on in the Trump era, but so far this
I don't
last
know, man.
year, I think so. I thought you were on maybe one time since
Maybe.
Trump got elected because we were just reaching out to everybody to cry on their shoulder. I think for a while, and we're at now where we think Trump might have lost. We're just not. It's just who knows if he's gonna leave. You know, we don't.
Should we
know.
ask Trump? Who should we ask? Because I don't know.
Yeah, he's always been such a gracious loser. That
Oh, of course, absolutely, yeah.
I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be all right.
You know, I do wonder, is he a less gracious loser than he is a less gracious winner? Because that's a tough competition.
It's like a Moebius strip, you know? You get to that point where it just really doesn't matter. It's just winning, losing, success, defeat. It's all just the same. And the thing that matters is how much money is made at the end and how bad everyone else feels. That's kind
There
of
you go.
Yeah. You know,
I think that's it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it really has been a campaign throughout the whole thing of trying to make the other side feel bad. I think that's really been what their entire selling point was
because
just,
that's how you make your father love you. I mean, duh. You have to make others feel bad, and then you will get that reciprocal love from your dead father who couldn't give two shits about you while you were alive. That's how it works. Duh.
And you might have stole his money too. There's a possibility
of
that maybe you
course.
rifled through his bank
that's-
accounts while he was still
those are
alive and maybe a
secondary
little
levels,
infirm and who knows? Who knows what happened? You know?
Again,
Who
I'm not a
knows?
psychiatrist, but I just, you know, I've been in an office that had a psychiatry weekly magazine in it.
Sure. Sure.
I think I'm qualified to call this the right way.
What has your 2020 been like, Gio? What have you been doing? I saw that there was a huge the Nexus this year was big, wasn't it? You guys
Nexus was actually fantastic. Nexus.
You guys had one on.
It was it was
online.
like July. Yeah, we did like a 2-day thing. It was wonderful. It was again Ian working his butt off to make it all happen. It was so funny. I didn't realize Ian was Ian. I get this email like, you know, Ian. I'm like, oh, they have a tech guy named Ian too. That's cool.
No,
What
what
are
you
the
don't
odds of
understand.
that?
What you don't understand is Ian is everyone's tech guy on every podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. It turns out, I think
He
he's
gets
actually
passed
just
around like Heath's mom.
I think he's a
Oh,
clone.
come on.
I think he's like some kind of clone that they just, you know, the stream company just builds and sends out, and it's
When
So anyway.
we first approached Ian, we had put out a thing for a podcast's coordinator type position because Tom and I both work. You know, we both work day jobs. Where it's just so hard to do a podcast and make it work because it's just so much work, you know, to do. And I remember when we reached out to him, he called us and stuff, and he said, I am kind of working with another show. And we're like, well, we don't really care. And then we realized, oh, it's Skeptics Guide. So he's working with,
It's a
so,
little-
you know.
you might have
it's
heard
a
of it.
small
Yeah.
show. It's a
Small
little one.
community
little tiny
thing.
one,
Yeah,
you
whatever.
know, so.
There is no,
Yeah.
but it was great. I mean, it was you know coordinated to the nth degree, and I got to talk with Anne Druyan and who's Carl Sagan's widow, and Bill Nye, and there was like thousands of people tuned into this thing.
That's outstanding.
It was great. It was really well done and really fun and chaotic and awesome and wonderful. And it showed like how this format can actually work if you put some thought into it, which was really exciting.
You're a conference guy. You miss them, I'm sure, right? You miss going to these things.
Kidding? Yeah. And not just that. We, the Skeptics Guide and I together, we had developed a stage show that we were doing. We were touring with the stage show called the Skeptical Extravaganza. We had done Philly. We're out in California. We had done all over the world shows of this thing, and we had now put this package together. We had a touring company, and we were like, oh, okay, this is going to be the next phase. And we had stuff set for Colorado and Florida and whatever else.
Didn't you guys go to Australia too?
We did. That was the first time we did it was actually in Australia. So that was like 6 years ago, whatever. But we revamped the show. We and kind of made it like this real interactive thing. And we did a show in Philly that was wonderful. It was like really received well. And then COVID hit and everything. And we kept saying like, we should be okay for August. I think. Well, we'll move it to September. Oh, we should be good for September. Okay, we'll move it to December. We should be good for December.
My whole life has been, let's wait till this is all over, and it's still going.
I think it's
Keep
never
watching your watch.
gonna be quite over. It's gonna be this sort of like there won't. I said this before, but there won't be the Times Square sailor kissing the woman kind of moment. We're not gonna have that end of World War II V-Day kind of. It's just gonna be this slow and then one day you'll go, hey, wait a minute, I didn't even bring my mask.
Yeah, we're back.
I didn't bring my mask.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can not bring your mass places now. That's totally fine.
That's
in many
that's
places
a
all across the country.
the Supreme. Last night the Supreme Court said church is one of those places you can just.
Yeah, turns out. They don't care.
So if you guys wonder why this kind of stuff matters, that's exactly why this kind of shit matters. Like why we need this donation. Donate some money. Don't let this shit keep happening. Donate some fucking money, guys.
Right.
Wow.
Jesus.
Totally.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So,
that was a crazy decision last night. That the rights, the public safety of American citizens is less important than the religious freedom of American citizens. We can't pass laws to protect public safety in favor of religious freedom. That is like that's the first fucking ruling of the 6-3 court. That's it. Right. It's the first one.
Yeah. Sets the precedent there.
Enjoy that for the next decade.
Right.
Two.
At least. Yeah.
Yeah. I know, but it shit matters. It does. It's why we're here. It's why we have $118,000 raised because we got to make some changes here.
What was your impetus? What made you guys pull the trigger on this?
We were talking about it online because Tom and I we do the live stream every Thursday night, and we were talking about it on the live stream, and I think it was Tom or it was me who said to the other and said we should just do a fundraiser because we knew at that point that the two had gone to runoff, right? We knew at that point that it was going to bounce over, and I don't remember who said it to who, but we said we should just do this, and then the other person quickly agreed, and then we just threw it together in 2 weeks because we just figured this is so fucking important. It is right now. If they get those 2 seats, it's a tiebreaker with the vice president. If they get those 2 seats. But if they don't, and you've got to get all Democrats on board, which is impossible as it stands already, because all the Democrats they're in just such a different disarray. So it's just, we figured that this was absolutely necessary. So if people should donate, they absolutely should donate. I'm getting a message that the system is refreshing slowly, so they're going to give a number in a few minutes. So just letting you know.
Yeah, I think 2020, one of the predominant feelings of 2020 is this overwhelming sense of helplessness as things spiral further out of control. And so much of that is, our lack of a functioning government. We just don't have functioning governance. So something like this, at the very least, this is an opportunity to exert some control. It's an opportunity to say, all right, what can I do? I'm stuck in my fucking house. Well, I got a camera. I got a microphone. I happen to be lucky enough to know some people who can help. So let's get some people that can help in front of this thing and see what we can do together. Because sitting around just being fucking angry all the time, I'll do that when this 3 hours is over.
Right.
Like I'll take 3 hours, take a 3 hour break, and we'll see if we can't actually do something, you know? And what the fuck else do we do? You know, because the anger is there and the frustration is there. So, you know, let's mobilize some of that. And I'm amazed at how much of it we've mobilized today.
I mean, it's major, guys. You should really feel good. You should really feel good because it's major. So.
And the best part is that every single one of the podcasters that we reached out to within minutes replied, yes, I would absolutely love to be part of it. And then they reached out to their fan base to help work this through, and so that people would be donating. You know, like Tom and I, you know, we're just a small ripple in the pond, but when we reach out to everybody else, there's more ripples. And, you know, there's nothing we can do without the listeners. You know what I mean? Like Tom and I, we can donate a little bit of money, but we're not going to be able to reach this level without the people who listen and the people who follow these podcasts and the people who follow all the podcasts involved. It's not just one podcast that brought all the boys to the yard here. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people who are involved in this. So it's been great so far.
Were you guys happy and satisfied when Biden started announcing his cabinet and like you didn't know who these people were? Wasn't that a great feeling?
I said earlier when he announced the science advisors, I said I'm glad there's not a pillow guy on there.
That's what I mean. It's like there's no celebrities, there's no there's no famous business people, there's no like internet gurus, there's no relatives. There's no former contestants. No former wrestlers, no contestants from his TV show, no TV personality. And I was just like, ooh, these are all boring individuals. I have no idea who they are. They must be qualified in some way. How exciting is that? I love it. Keep it coming, Joe.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And you know, he's going to get shit because he's going to get people that are going to be more centrist than others, and he's going to have to deal with, you know, because the left is gradient. The right feels like a monolith to us, but the left is a gradient, and he's going to catch shit from people that are farther right than him and people that are farther left than him. But at least he's going to catch shit from a perspective of, maybe I might not like that guy, but Jesus Christ, he's so much better than, you know, fucking Linda McMahon, whatever the fuck.
Oh, seriously, that's the thing. Yeah. It's like the most not liberal that you want person in there is going to be 1,000 times better, than a literal pillow salesman. Yeah, I mean, what? Yeah, so
just absent anything else, how much money would you donate if you got to fire Betsy DeVos? Like, how much money would
out of a cannon? Please.
Like anybody who's got kids, anybody who cares about people who have kids or cares about the future at all, we have an Amway heiress.
Yeah,
that's who they chose. The Amway heiress,
who has never taught.
Right.
Like has never, not even run some kind of a sewing circle. You know, like not even taught someone how to do laundry. Probably, you know what I mean? I'm from a family of teachers. My parents are teachers. My sister's a teacher. So like, being a teacher is incredibly difficult and incredibly important. And to see someone who is so monstrously unqualified and has no clue. Years ago, when Al Franken took her to task about different types of educational policies, it was great because he was tearing her a new notebook hole, but it was but at the same time you're like, but she has the gig, she's got the gig, and so everybody gone, goodbye, clean sweep, everyone out, everybody out, goodbye.
And weirdly, she's one of the few people that hasn't been fired in 4 years.
Right, because there's probably because she's had zero pushback again on 45. I'm sure there's been no instance of. She's towed the line. If you toe the line and say the right stuff and sniff the right cheeks, you're in there for as long as you want.
And I guess if you don't get caught using like a private jet or something for, you know, because there's been a few times.
But even that,
a few of his people had to leave because of that, right? So
when it's like so blatant and crazy,
right? Exactly.
Yeah, when he needs a scapegoat for something too. Like,
and then they just end up being you know, commentators on the news. So it's like those people leave.
I know, right?
They want to get a job to get your job.
Yeah. Okay, so we've been playing a little Trump trivia with the guests so far. Do you want to get a Trump trivia question from us?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
I
do.
Good. They're good Trump trivia questions.
Okay.
All right.
Is that possible?
I don't think so. No. So, how many secretaries of defense have there been in this administration?
Oh my gosh. Counting the temporary?
Yes.
I think it's 4.
4 is correct.
Yeah.
He gets a yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
George.
All right. Correctly spell the famous misspelled nonsense tweet from May 31st, 2017. Stop Googling. What are you Googling?
I'm not Googling. My hands are up. I'm writing it down. COVFEFE.
You got it right. He got it right.
Nice. George, when he asked me the same question, I had to write it down too. I was like, wait a minute, I'll know it when I see it. It's like pornography. I'll know it when I see it.
I love it. I think that's great. All right. Here's a fun one. Name as many failed business ventures of Trump's that you can.
Oh, this was
so there's
Trump.
I think there's 8 total. So go ahead.
Trump Ice, Trump Steaks.
Yep.
Trump University.
Uh-huh.
Trump Taj Mahal Casino.
Yep.
Trump Airlines.
Trump Airlines. You got 5. I would give it to you at 5, but go ahead.
The football team. The Trump football team.
That's XFL.
You had a football team?
Yeah, USFL team.
USFL,
I said
There's
steaks,
so
right?
many to choose
I know.
Yeah, I said steaks.
We're going for 8. Trump University, Trump. Now, well, no. I mean, The Apprentice was successful, so you can't say that.
But there's a couple that are technically successful, but also total flops too, in a way, because people buy them because they're novelties, right? So let me read a couple. I'm going to read a couple of these off to you.
Oh, the game. Trump the game. Trump the game.
Yes, you got 6. That's a lot, really.
Okay.
Wow.
Here we go. I'm going to read them all off. Trump vodka, which
Vodka.
is a teetotaler, which is hilarious, by the way.
Vodka,
He's
right.
a fucking he doesn't ever drink. Takes a lot of Adderall, but he doesn't drink. Trump University.
Right.
Trump Net Telecoms. He was in the telecoms business for a little bit. Trump Net. GoTrump.com travel site was one of them, which I think is amazing.
Oh, I love it.
Trump Steak. Trump Mortgage was something that was happening for a little bit. Trump Magazine. Trump Casinos. Trump the Game. You said Trump Ice and Trump Airlines. That's how many different. And somebody had said this already. United States of America president.
Yes.
That's another thing.
Yes.
It's
COVID
not
response.
It's not technically a business. It's not technically a business, but it is.
He failed at having the most Americans die on his watch ever. How about that? 250,000 deaths on your watch. How about that? More than. Yeah.
It's not done. It ain't.
It's not. No.
He's still got some time to squeak out. If he can beat 407,000, he'll beat World War II. So 407,000 Americans died in World War II. We are on track. We really actually are.
What do you guys?
That number.
What do you guys think about this idea that he's going to be that Biden is not going to be 46? He's going to be 47 because in the final days of the administration, he's going to resign, give it to Pence. Pence will be 46. Pence will then pardon him, and also all of the merchandise and stuff that has Biden 46 will not be just for spite.
Hilarious.
He'll make it all unusable,
hilarious.
And then he'll be 47.
Oh,
that's so spiteful and bitchy.
I know.
Wouldn't put it past
I wouldn't put it past him. Just for
there's
that
100%
reason.
chance that happens.
I wouldn't.
Like
put
now
it,
that I
wouldn't
know
put it
that
past
that's
him.
an option, that's
But
100% going to happen.
We've seen that he started with the pardons once, so he's already gotten one down, and he hasn't pardoned a lot of people. Like he hasn't. I know that Obama pardoned a lot of people, but Obama was pardoning people that were. Oh, you're serving a 40-year sentence for a bag of cocaine. You're out. So he was pardoning people for nonviolent offenses.
Every president does it in that last month. They all do it because it's sort of like favors are called in and stuff. But but usually it's not egregious criminals that are being pardoned. Usually,
I know, right?
Usually, self-confessed guilty criminals.
I know. I know.
Russian colluders.
Joe Arpaio. He pardoned Joe Arpaio.
He did. I wonder too if he is gonna pardon himself, because everybody's been saying it's not gonna save him from the state shit.
That's the thing. Yeah, the state stuff. New York is coming after him. I think New York is gonna come after him just because.
What does it do for you? And they were saying too that Flynn, now that he's been pardoned, the Fifth Amendment doesn't apply to him anymore because he can't be incriminated because he can't be arrested or convicted for this thing that he's been pardoned.
Oh, that's
for.
Interesting.
Yeah, if he gets called up, if the department calls him up and as a witness, he can't plead the Fifth. He has to respond.
Right. Yeah.
Which is like, again, it's just pure incompetence on their point. Like, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna I'm going to let you go, not realizing that, I could probably be screwing myself in the future. But it's par for the course. They are just so monumentally incompetent on every level. Did you see the misspellings in some of the?
Which come up my head so
oh my God!
They're amazing. They spell district with 25 words.
Three different ways. Three different incorrect ways they spell district in a single thing.
It's like you're reading a 15th century manuscript where they didn't have any rules on that stuff, and just choose how you want to spell something.
Yeah,
it's
or a 5-year-old. A 5-year-old's busy bee speller thing that he's using.
Trump really is a man for all 4 seasons. He really is.
George, I think you broke it. I'm getting a text from my wife that says, it's not refreshing. We're having problems. So I think there's a couple. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
So, George, I think you broke it. You must have brought in the big guns with you.
For sure. No question.
I think it's broken. I got to look now.
Can we get,
It's
only
back end is not
everyone's
working,
donating Hungarian forint.
Yeah.
That's the problem. All the euro translation, it just all of a sudden got.
Oh, that's outstanding. That's so funny. So, George, have you been? I've been noticing on Facebook that you're playing music as a live stream during the COVID stuff.
I do. Actually, I'm doing a show tonight, as a matter of fact, after I'm done with you boys tonight at 7:00. I know you'll be off the air by then. So my time, 7:00. I'm doing episode 15 of 13 songs. Yeah, I started doing this little every 2 weeks. I do 13 songs, all on a theme, and I talk about them. So like we did songs that had body parts in the title, songs that were about colors in the title. We did a police episode, a Talking Heads episode.
Nice.
Tonight is what's tonight? Movies. Tonight is movies. I'm swizzed out. So every song is going to be either written for a movie or was featured prominently in a movie.
Awesome.
And then I talk about some of the theory of, like, some of the harmonic stuff that's going on, or some trivia. It's really fun. I really enjoy it. So yeah, that's been happening every 2 weeks, because I had, normally between March and August, I would have 60 gigs, let's say 65, 70 gigs, and I had 5.
Oh.
And now we have nothing until March. So that's pretty much gone. That's pretty much gone. So there's no income coming in from what used to be the band, because I worked with this band full time, playing drums with the Philadelphia Funk Authority, and that just stopped. So, but this 13 songs thing has been great. Plus, with my podcast, my supporters are really wonderful and great. And robbing banks is really easier than you would think, too.
Super easy now. Yeah, they're not
Everybody's
as
got a
manned
mask
during COVID. Yeah, during COVID, it's tough. You
got the mask on you anyway, and as long as you're nice about it, they figure that FDIC will cover the remainder, so you're good.
So I got a message that said when the last guys ended, it was at 118K, and then when my wife refreshed, it went down to $110,000.
That's my effect.
George, you can't take money out.
George,
I thought I could just. I thought I was gonna. I was a PayPal transfer. Is that not cool?
That's outstanding. Outstanding.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought,
good.
The Democrats are already using the money. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They're already spending it as fast as it comes, faster than it comes in.
It's a rigged system. It's a rigged system.
It's so good.
It goes dripping down.
Oh man.
Somebody is saying in the chat that you played at the White House.
I did, yeah, for President Clinton. It was a Christmas party years and years ago. I used to play for this piano guy. It was a piano quartet, and he booked a gig at the White House, and we got to play for it was like a holiday party for all these bigwigs, and we got to meet the president. Actually, where the shot of the little miniature desk that Trump was sitting at last night? in that room, that's the ambassador room. That's the ambassador lounge, they call that. It's a round room, and I have a picture of me standing right next to the President Clinton, having just played a bunch of jazz stuff. Yeah.
That actually means that George Hrab, unlike Sebastian Gorka, passed security clearance. I just want to throw that out there.
Unlike,
I mean, it was it was pre 9/11. This was years ago, and what was funny was I had to bring
I
up my.
wouldn't pass it now. I wouldn't pass it.
Well, no, God, no.
That caveat was great. No.
No, but like we're pulling up in the van. We had rented this van to go drive down, and everyone had brought their wives and girlfriends and stuff, and those that had wives and girlfriends at the time. And we're pulling into the thing, and like the dogs start sniffing the truck, and some of the guys are like, ooh, can we take pictures? They had Instamatic cameras. They want to take pictures. Like, we shouldn't take pictures of security protocol. Let's not do that. So we start bringing all of our gear in, and I had all my drums, and part of my drum setup is this big box on wheels that has all the pipes and tubes that hold all the symbols and all that stuff. Basically, it's a box of rifle barrels. Basically. So I opened this thing up, and the guy's looking at it, and he's like, I'm like, yeah, I know it looks like a box of rifle barrels, but it's for a splash symbol, I swear. They couldn't have been nicer, though. They couldn't have been cooler. Everybody was so cool and so nice. And then there was one point we had finished playing. We were sitting downstairs, kind of in this reception area, and they came back to us and they said, the president, he wants to meet you guys, but he might not, or he might, depending on what happens the next hour. If you guys want to wait, you're more than welcome to wait. If you want to go, we understand.
And you're like, nah, fuck it. I'm not waiting to meet.
Well, that was the thing. It was like the guys in the band were going to put it to a vote. I'm like, we're putting it to a vote? Like, what are you insane? We're going to wait.
Want to get on the road and beat traffic, guys.
Yeah, I don't want to give that McDonald's, McDonald's backs up as we're going to. I'm like, we're waiting. And we waited and we got to meet him. And he was it was bizarre because, Clinton's tall. Like, you don't even realize how tall he is. He's like 6'2" or whatever. He's 6'3". So he walks into the room, and it's like this life-size television has just walked into the room because you're so used to seeing his image, But in 3 dimension, it's like this super high def, and you're like, and you can't quite, because you know him. There he is. It's the guy. Yeah. That's the guy. But he's right there, and then he starts talking to you and shakes your hand, and yeah, it was cool. It was cool. But
that's got to
way
be
back. Way back.
So, George, where could people find you on the internet if they want to find you? Where could they find you?
Geologicpodcast.com is the podcast every week. GeorgeHarab.com is the website. You just put an HRAB into the web, and the first 67,000 things are me. So it's kind of cool. But tonight, in 30 minutes, I'll be over there on my YouTube channel. You can put Harab into YouTube. My channel will come up, and I'll be doing songs from the movies. Lots of 80s.
Awesome.
Lots of 80s tunes for this one.
That's so great. And George, we're going to have you on the show, on the podcast soon. We'll
Please.
reach out to you
Anytime.
now that we know Ian is a common denominator between us.
Oh, he's going to be there? He's going to be there?
Maybe.
Well, yeah. Call my secretary.
You'll do it anyway. You'll do it anyway.
We'll see if we work it out. George, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, George,
thank you for doing this, guys. You guys are the best. This is so amazing and impressive.
We're so happy you could take the time out to do it. Thank you so much, George. Peace,
Thanks,
buddy.
Guys. Cheers.
We appreciate you, man. So George raised a little over $3,000. That is outstanding money. That is outstanding. 3107. Outstanding. We cannot thank everybody enough for donating today, but there's still one more set of guests. It's the Knowledge Fight guys that we are waiting for. So we can.
It's
have our
nice to wind
game.
down with a nice, quiet
Our drinking game
couple of guests.
can start up, Tom, where Jordan yells at people drink. So this is a perfect time to start the drinking game. Although if we'd had him on earlier, people would have been drunk dialing the.
We should have
spending more money than they could have. You know what I mean? They would have been spending.
We should have him on for like 10 minutes just to kind of lube the pipes. You know what I mean?
Yep. So we're probably going to bounce out. I probably won't be able to hear you, Tom, for a second. I will just be quiet.
Tends to happen. Can you hear me now?
It's just one set.
Who can hear me?
Oh, gentlemen.
Well, we can't hear you guys.
Just fucking with you.
That's fucking
you
mean.
Motherfucker.
That's fucking mean. I like it.
Oh, yeah, we do it.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
We go there. We go there.
Hey, Jordan, clean coal. I just wanted to say that.
Okay, all right. Here's where we're running into trouble. All right, and I'm not saying this to be mean or anything, but I drank a heavy amount yesterday, so you're dealing with a hungover, Jordan.
Yeah.
So my clean coal is more like I'm worried I'm going to throw up on you.
It's
I get
low
it.
I don't think it's going to splash through the stream. I think you need to be worried about that more than me.
You haven't seen how much I drank last night,
Okay,
so
that's fair.
possibilities abound.
Yeah.
If we
I'm willing
raise
to take Dan's chances, is what I'm saying. I'm willing to take Dan's chances.
if we raise $25,000, Jordan will throw up on me.
Oh, people
Okay,
are asking about you
we're already
guys all
playing
day,
puke
so-
games. We're like 2 minutes in.
I am sure this is going to explode because people have been asking for you guys all day. So
Aw.
we can't wait. We're super excited to have you guys on. Thank you so much for joining us so quickly.
Thanks for
after
having
the
us.
Oh, yeah,
live
of course.
stream. We very much appreciate it. And,
Yeah, we have a great
we're-
time talking to you guys.
We are so happy.
No, we'll
to
try
have
to
you
fix
guys
that
on.
today.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
And if we can get Jordan to puke, all the better. So
Sure. I did just shower minutes before this too, so I don't know if you can see how beautiful this hair is.
Luxurious.
Look at that stuff.
You just learned about sulfates.
I just learned about sulfates literally yesterday.
I'm surprised you didn't call us from the shower. I think that's a missed opportunity, but
It was
okay.
the safest place for me to be. I couldn't handle talking to people.
$35,000 raised. Jordan goes in the shower.
Yeah, no. If you guys raise 40, Tom and I are joining them in the shower. So it's gonna be a party.
Okay, fine, but I'm wearing my mask. And not on my face.
I'm really worried that this you throwing up on me is now Chekhov's gun of this, this appearance, and I dread the third act.
It's going to happen off stage.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not good playwrights. This isn't good staging for it. No.
We had you guys on. We talked about the Daleks with guns must be an inside joke from somewhere else.
Yeah, it's a reference to Alex Jones. He thinks that there are Daleks that have like COVID swabs.
Wait.
And if you reject the COVID swab, a gun comes out of a compartment and forces you.
Okay, it's been 3 hours, and I'm just.
I quit the stream.
It was probably the hardest we've laughed on the show in a long time.
Yeah. Yep. That's one of those inside jokes where it's like, plenty of inside jokes. You could listen to the show, and if you missed that one, but you guys 100% do not listen to our show because that was the best. That was the best.
Just the image.
You've been caught. Sir.
I just listen on a massive delay. I'm on episode 2. So
back when we're still sort of curious about Alex, back in episode 2.
We're not sure.
maybe
We're
he's
on the
got
fence
something to
about
say.
this Alex
We
Jones
haven't
guy.
explored
We don't know
this.
yet, yeah.
That's
There's a hilarious.
That's very sad.
So
That's very
early
sad.
on-
You've only got another 400 or so episodes to go. You're really winding down, honestly.
early on, Tom and I had another show before this show called
shit.
Everyone's a Critic. And Tom and I, when we were on that show, we actually did an episode where we were both like, well, why don't we just read the platform of the people who are running in this election and not comment on it at all and just give people the information. And we read Obama's, and then the next week we read John McCain's, and both of us stopped and we said, we can't do this. We just can't do this. And we went after it. So yeah. So
How much money would you give to read the platform of John McCain again? I would read the platform. I would jerk off to somebody reading the platform of John McCain at this point.
Are you kidding me?
Little did you know.
Really?
Yes.
It doesn't take much.
Sarah Palin standing right next to him. That's what you want. That's what you want to do. You want to do the whole Sarah Palin thing. All right.
Sarah Palin
I will
as a
vomit
vice
on
president,
you, sir.
or Trump as a president. I don't know which is worse. We haven't talked to you guys since 4 seasons total landscaping, though. How
That's true.
That was good stuff.
That's beautiful.
No.
Has anybody, because I know for sure, I'm sure the Q people have picked this up, but did anybody else pick up any weird conspiracies about that? Was there anything on any of the stuff that you guys pay attention to that was conspiracy based on that at all?
I'm pretty sure everyone, regardless of where you stand on the political aisle, looked at that and went, "Oh boy." That's not good.
But actually,
that's not good. We don't got nothing for this one. Let's pretend it didn't happen. Giuliani shit his pants, and there's somebody over there. I don't know what to do with this.
that was not Alex's take on it, though. He thought it was an amazing press
That's true.
conference.
That is true.
And that the media was covering it up. They wouldn't talk about
The media!
Yeah.
The media was covering up a press conference? How do you cover up a press conference?
Yeah.
You're the media at the press conference. It's not a... Okay.
Meanwhile, literally everybody is making fun of this on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's like, why won't anyone pay attention to the press conference everyone's making fun of? It makes no sense.
I'm just here's what I was disappointed in the media for in that circumstance. How dare any of you for 1 second entertain the possibility that they were there on purpose? How dare you tell me that somebody went to the Four Seasons landscaping company, somebody from the Trump campaign called on purpose? Fuck you. Fuck you. That was a mistake. It was bullshit and it was hilarious.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's
I cannot chef kiss that whole experience. It's so fucking perfect. It's as perfect as him at the little desk last night, which was outstanding too.
Oh.
Him at the kids' table was just so good.
Yeah.
Just so good.
Yelling at the press to take him seriously.
No, it couldn't have been more straight out of like Armando Iannucci. Like this was the thick of it and Veep and all of that stuff. And you're like, that's supposed to be a joke, man. You can't do more.
Right. That's what the 4-season Total Landscaping. There was a guy who had a tweet that was fucking money, which was, I could write comedy for 800 years and come up with nothing more perfect than this particular. Because it was so, I mean, you couldn't do anything with it. It's just perfect.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
If Julia Louis-Dreyfus had walked out, I would have been like, okay, all right, you got me. That was to be expected. Absolutely to be expected.
But then he one-ups himself with the hair dye thing, too.
I know,
Like,
right?
that's
The hair
great.
Next week, he's doing the hair. Oh,
it's remarkable. It's really hard to watch and not think like, this is a trap.
Yeah.
I can't make fun of this. I'm gonna look like an idiot for taking this seriously.
It is like walking down the street and seeing $100 bill and all the thoughts of like somebody's watching me.
Yeah.
This isn't charity. This isn't mistakes. This is an experiment. And if we laugh at Rudy Giuliani's hair dye bleeding down his head like he was just in a prize fight, then we're all gonna die. Like that's the only thing that makes sense, right? It's too good.
Yeah, it's a prank. We're in a prank show.
Yeah,
exactly. You're being punked the whole time. All right, we've been asking people the whole time. Trump trivia. Are you guys ready for a little Trump trivia?
Sure.
Love it.
Okay, here we go. What was Steve Bannon's official title? There's two options.
Oh, I thought this was going to be a Tiffany Trump quiz. I misunderstood the premise. Let me adjust. What was it CEO of the campaign? Wasn't that one of them?
No. I'm talking about official White House title when he's had two jobs in the administration. What were they? You can only be if you big at one. I'll give it to you.
Special advisor to the National Security Commission.
I like that one.
That's close. Not right. There. No.
Was Dickweed one of them? Was that one of them? Douche nozzle? How many official? What is an official title?
Worm tongue.
Yeah, worm tongue is a good one. Yeah.
So it was White House chief strategist or senior counsel to the president was either one of those or worm tongue. I will accept. Worm tongue.
Well, we got there eventually.
Yeah. Although Stephen Miller has more of a worm tongue vibe.
Yeah.
So far, by the way, we're 10 minutes in. The Knowledge Fight guys, it looks like we're at $5,800 so
what
far.
What the shit? What?
Yeah, right?
What the fuck are you talking about?
So $5,800. People love you. They've been waiting all day with that. They've been waiting all day to donate.
That's the bar, guys. $600 a minute. You got to keep this up.
You got to keep this up, folks. All right.
Holy shit.
I'm upset about this, by the way.
Buy food.
I do appreciate, though, that since you guys have already made your goal, that this money will actually be going towards me, going on a caravan throughout a bunch of states like Nebraska, Kansas, a bunch of states, and I'm just going to have big rallies where I point out that no one's complaining about like election meddling in all of these states.
That's a good point.
All right, easy question, guys.
All right.
Put these people in order from longest to shortest tenure for director of communications.
All right.
You want to take this one?
I'm going to go for it.
I think the first one's very easy.
I think we all know the first one.
There's only three names.
Oh,
Sean Spicer, Anthony Scaramucci, Hope Hicks.
It'd be
longest to shortest. Longest to shortest.
Longest to shortest.
Longest to shortest.
All right. Well, then it's got to be the Spice Man.
It's different than a gangbang.
Down home Hickness. You got to get down with the Hickness.
Down with the Hickness.
And then of course,
hope he doesn't do that again.
And then of course the Mooch. The Mooch is the shortest tenure maybe of anything.
Then you got to do the Fandango.
Genuinely,
flies live longer than he was the.
Flies on Pence's head live longer.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got it wrong. You got it wrong. It was it goes Hope Hicks 225 days, Sean Spicer 45 days, Anthony Scaramucci how many days?
8.
11.
6. 11. Shit.
He was there for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's right. I was always going to be revising down from 8. It was always going to. I was going to be like 4. I don't know. No thought in my head was it could be more than 8.
I kind of have I had a hunch that like the Spicer was misleading.
Yeah.
You know, I had a hunch that maybe he was
Spicer
there shorter than it appeared.
I had that
was
vibe.
a little misleading. He was a little misleading because he was the first one, and people remember him.
Yeah.
He did have a short tenure. He was not there for very long.
Was he on Dancing with the Stars longer than he was in the White House?
The fucking entire pack of Big Red gum stays in his system longer.
Like Orbits or whatever he eats or whatever. The fucking
cinnamon
Orbits
gum. A whole pack of cinnamon gum every day.
What?
How many?
What did you just say to me?
That's gross.
Yeah,
you know,
Sean Spicer eats a pack.
And he swallows it. He eats
He
an
eats
entire
it. He
package of
doesn't-
cinnamon gum.
He doesn't chew it and spit it out. He eats the gum, and it just goes into his body. And
Okay,
every day.
now I think a lot of people assume that you should have to commit a crime to go to prison. But this is proactive.
I feel
if you
like-
do that, you got to be in prison.
I feel like
Really
in
is.
January, late January, early February, someone's going to release the P tape.
Yeah.
And then also a tape of Sean Spicer just eating that gum.
Yeah, they're going to release a tape of Sean Spicer just blowing bubbles with his ass. That's what they're going to be doing. It's like sitting on a fucking homemade whoopee cushion every day.
I don't like that we've reached a point in the world where I have no idea if you're making this up.
Totally.
You don't know. You don't
Could be.
know. But
Could be.
I did do a little fact checking on this. Here's an easy one. How many directors of communications were in the Trump administration?
5.
Didn't you just say there were 3?
No, 7.
Oh.
7. Okay. All right.
That's so many.
All right. Now, this is the same thing. I was only going to be revising upwards from there. 4, 3, no, never had a chance.
No.
It's so interesting because, like, you know, you pay attention to this stuff,
Right,
and it's still
right.
like, wow.
It's still so many. And there's so many questions about how many, but there's a few in here like this one, which is just crazy. Mick Mulvaney, who was a former chief of staff, he still is in the Trump administration. What's his current job?
Janitor.
Deputy Secretary in charge of destroying Earth.
You know, those are close, but he's actually the United States Special Envoy for Northern Ireland now.
That's so weird.
That's a good job.
Sure.
I would like that job.
It's a good gig if you can get it.
Yeah, that's a great place to hide a monster. I would definitely hide a monster in Northern Ireland. Where else would you put him?
Up in a lock?
Yeah, exactly.
What was that city we went? Belfast. Tom, you and I
Belfast,
visited.
yeah.
It was beautiful.
Beautiful.
I
Belfast
would be
is
there in a
gorgeous.
second. Oh, I'd be there in a
absolutely.
second. Are you kidding me? I would leave there from here right now with $100 and however many $1,000 we made. I would leave with that money.
No, Dublin's one of my favorite cities in the world. I love Dublin
yeah.
so much more than Belfast.
Oh,
So-
really?
Oh, I love Belfast.
What's the
I love
difference
Belfast.
between an envoy and a special envoy? What added responsibilities
One rides
does
The size of the
smaller
bus you
bus.
take to get to work.
All right. All right.
We all said the
Okay.
same joke.
All right.
Tell him
Get
fist
the
I
bump.
miss
fuck
you,
outta
buddy.
here.
I miss you, buddy.
There you go.
Now that's I'm
Ableist
more
humor,
angry at that
folks.
than I am at clean
Ableist
coal.
humor.
That's what's going on right
That's where
here.
we're at.
I also, when I was in middle school, junior high, I took a bus to school, and the neighborhood that I lived in didn't have many students who went to this school, so it was a shorter bus, and people did make fun of me a lot.
Did they really?
Yeah, and
Oh.
to make,
Did they?
To
The
make-
two of you who just made a short bus joke?
to make
Would
matters
people have done that?
to make matters even wilder, the bus was number
Those people sound like
69.
assholes.
The
That's all.
bus is number 69.
Yeah.
Well,
Of course it was.
I don't think I've told this story on air, but I can trump that a little bit. When I was in preschool, kindergarten, and half of first grade, I was and remain to this day, but I was exceptionally uncoordinated, like gross motor skills and fine motor skills, very underdeveloped. And I went to school in Florida in the 80s, which had the worst school system in the country. So since I was so uncoordinated, they thought I was developmentally delayed is the term that we would use now. Certainly not the term they used in the 80s. So I stood at the bus stop, and the big school bus came and got all the other kids. For real. And then the little bus came and got me, and I got very happily onto the little bus, and I went to school, and like all we did was play with toys and have pizza parties.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing, actually.
Hey,
Are you
I
kidding
thought
me?
school was the fucking best. And then middle of first grade, I moved in with my dad in Chicago, went to Chicago public schools, which are orders of magnitude better than Florida's 1980s school system. And they're like, oh, no, he's just real fucking clumsy.
Really
and I was like, I
clumsy.
can't read or write. couldn't spell my name or count. Like, they weren't teaching me
I imagine
anything.
Florida schools are always like, oh man, these kids just don't know how to read, and they're like, oh, we don't have any books, so we'll never be able to test that. But I get the vibe.
And
you know?
your
We
tutor
tried
is
nothing
an
and we're all
alligator.
out of ideas. Yeah, exactly. Your tutor is an alligator.
The classes are on fan boats.
You go by, the fan boat goes by, it just dumps your books, and they just disappear. So we got 12 minutes left with the Knowledge Fight, guys. If you guys are going to donate, this is your time.
This is it,
to
guys.
Donate. We're gonna be ending the stream here in a few minutes, and we really want to say that these last two seats down there, super important. It's so important because if not, Mitch McConnell is just going to laugh maniacally for 2 straight years, man. And I'm so sick of hearing him laugh because it's haunting, because genuinely haunting as it is. But
Well,
you know.
he is a terrifying person.
Yeah.
But, and now his
If you
body
were
is starting
to-
to match. Like, his soul is leaking through his body. It's starting to come
God,
out.
he's terrifying.
He's Rudy Giuliani's hair dye as a person. I think he's the physical human embodiment of hair dye bleeding down your head.
Yeah.
I think that's how I put it.
Sure. I don't like him.
Not as poetic.
No. I'm pretty impressed that you guys are running this like a tight ship. You know, like your times are pretty tight, and you know you're getting in and out. Like it's that's
Thanks
great.
for the backhanded compliment. What he
Yeah, no,
really
it's great,
said there
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
I really thought you guys had fucked this up a
Yeah,
lot worse
I really-
than you have.
No,
huh?
hey,
was-
I'm projecting my own ability to do anything on time. That's more what's going on here.
You know what was so great about this, though, is we threw this together in 2 weeks because Tom and I were talking about it on the air, and then we just decided to do it, and then we reached out to people, and we got to say, people responded so quickly, and it's because of the people that you guys brought along and all the other podcasts brought along that we were able to reach this goal today. So we want to thank you guys so much, because just spending time with us today, it's awesome because the listeners are able to donate a little bit of money and help this. You know, like I say, just just buy a fucking one commercial. If I can change a couple minds down there, it's fucking better off than nothing. You know, I mean, I hate money in politics too, but we're sort of stuck with it. You know, they're gonna do it. We might as well too.
At least this is genuinely grassroots money, though. This isn't like big money from giant corporate donors who are. This couldn't be fucking smaller, more grassroots. Really.
I don't know about that. The number you said that we'd raised makes me think Soros is maybe.
Shh, quiet. Quiet. You don't dare give up our fucking source.
We have a surprise. $1 billion donation from a real nice fan. Andy and
George S.
Man, Georgie, here's the thing. I want to be on staff for Georgie. I just want to be on staff for him. That's all there is to it.
I think you could do that. I think you'd be.
I would
you
love-
know,
I would
there's a
love
way.
it. I would love it.
Open Societies probably needs a podcasting arm.
Oh, that's probably true.
You know.
Does he have to pay you in protest signs, though? Because I don't know that I can use all those protest signs.
It's more like a multi-level marketing scheme where you get paid by the number of computer chips you install into others, and then they install other computer chips for you. Yeah,
I bring this protest signs to the protest, and I sell them for $5 a piece, and then
There
I
you
get
go.
them on board.
That's exactly right.
That's not what you do. What you do is you recruit a system of others to sell your protest signs.
That's
It's
fair.
your
That's fair.
downline.
It's
Yeah.
basically a
On the
drug
protest
dealing model.
Yeah.
We only got 8 minminutes left. I thought Ian had something he wanted to play.
Rudy's head.
I like the idea that you're
I think
surprised that he
Soros
did
is
it in a
paying
week.
for that. Yeah. bring
How
me
much do you
Rudy's
think
head.
that cost?
It's a Mike Myers mask and a couple of tubes. You're fine.
That is not an impressive craft project. It's interesting, but it's not like, how did they do that?
Holy shit! Is that a volcano at a high school science project? Are you shitting me?
Where'd they get the baking soda?
Which is not to discount the effort and the
No,
interest
certainly.
that came into making that. I think that's great.
I love crafts.
All right, guys, you only got 7 more minutes to donate, and then they'll
Donate,
get the
guys,
credit.
this is it.
You'll get the credit. Get
You
the
think they'll
credit
make a
and bragging
chia pet
rights.
eventually that'll like
I hope
somehow
so.
when
God,
you
I hope
water it,
so.
it'll bleed
just
down
leaks
to
out.
either side.
man.
Yeah.
No,
I
we'll
hope
forget
so.
about this in a month.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure. That's what's crazy. Is
I
that
don't know.
this is wild stuff,
Yeah.
and it is not going to be in any books, any history books. Well,
Well,
maybe
guys,
some fun
what-
The
books.
Four
do you think-
Seasons thing should be Barbara Tuchman should have to write the Four Seasons thing as the only true history. There's the Guns of August, and then there's the Four Seasons Landscaping Company.
I'm super excited for Sidney Powell's biography to come out later, so I can see all the misspellings.
A real
She
like,
misspells
Editor
her
just
own
quits
last
in
name.
shame halfway through.
She just quit. She just it's just fucking. She can't even spell her own first name.
are they still doing Serial? Is Serial still
The podcast?
Yeah, because I would like a
Are they still
season.
doing that
I don't
thing?
know.
I don't know.
But I would like a season about
Sidney Powell?
the landscaping.
Oh, the landscaping. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would definitely do that.
How
This is a presidency where we have to ask ourselves now. What will be the enduring legacy? It'll be like, what will be the enduring scandal? Which one?
Yeah.
Which one are we
Yeah.
gonna pick as like our favorite when it's all over? You know,
what's the one that will like be debated about?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what's going to be the thing that there'll be conspiracies about, and like no, actually, the Watergate break-in never happened,
Sure.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Like what's the version of this?
Yeah.
It'll probably be everything.
I think the question that an editor is going to ask Sidney Powell.
He just gives up. He's trying to go through them all, and it's just too big a deck, and he
That's
just
too
throws
long.
it all on the ground and
Too
just
long.
fucking spikes it and leaves.
that's it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I really have a hard time believing that Trump is going to be in like a high school textbook someday. Like, and we're going to have somebody like, and here's the
gonna
worst
have a
part.
library.
The Texas Board of Education is going to be the people with the most influence on how Trump is portrayed in history books. So you got to think that he's going to come off a lot nicer than what I would do, which is just list everything he did in very short blurbs.
Right.
And then just be like, right next to it, a dash, and be like, no. Stop it. No.
Chapter 27. The
No,
nation
you know-
was drunk. Son.
Huh,
Yeah.
you know he's gonna have a library one day. Like, I mean,
Wow.
he's gonna have. It's gonna.
What would be in it?
Well,
I mean, like it'd probably be a casino because you got
Yeah, that's a good point.
you got books.
Trump library and
Yeah.
casino would be amazing. Actually.
Oh.
Libraries have books. What's in a casino? Sports books.
Oh, there you go.
It's just a bunch of over-unders in little portfolios and
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I think it'll only be like famous book jackets, but inside is Playboy. Like that's the whole library. That's what it is. It's like that kind of thing.
It's a whole library of that shit. Oh, that's amazing.
you don't have to have a library, right? If you're a president, you don't have to.
You gotta. It's a status thing.
But how funny would it
And
be?
Obama's got a library. You think Trump's not going to try?
Trump is 100% gonna have a library.
Trump's library is going
100%.
to be built on top of Obama's library,
Yeah.
hoping it'll sink the other one into the ground. That's
Can I
how
have
he
a
wants
library
it to
of just a
happen.
giant phallus. I just
Yeah.
want a phallus library.
It should be only stocked with only books that Trump can prove he read. That would be amazing.
It's just, wow, it's echoey in here. That's amazing.
One book. Yeah, it's amazing.
What book?
So we've
The Art
got
of the
3
Deal?
minutes left.
He didn't read that.
He probably scanned it.
Why would he read it?
Guys, totals are still coming in, and it's hard because the site evidently is breaking. So we may have to get you guys' total after everything's all said
That's-
and done. I'm
that's
Holy
sorry.
cow. That's
I'm
that's
gonna
interesting.
guess it's not
It
breaking.
might be that Soros did. Maybe Soros did come in for you guys. Who knows? Who knows? We don't know. But we only have a couple more minutes left. Gentlemen, if people were going to find where you guys are on the internet, I know they can read the bottom of the screen, but they love to hear you guys talk about it. So.
Sure. Well, we, Knowledge Fight is the podcast.
Yep.
And people can find it on iTunes
Indeed.
and what have you.
We got a website.
Mm-hmm.
It's knowledgefight.com.
That's right.
We're on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
It's at knowledge_fight and at go to bed Jordan. You're not playing your part of the game.
No, I'm not.
Hey, Jordan, you're not supposed to call him out on it. Cecil learned that a long time ago. It's rude. You don't.
do.
It's not in front of the kids.
Don't do it.
man.
Everyone drink.
Drink.
I was lost and thought about whether or not I should plug my Instagram account that I have just for my plants. But
I believe you should. I believe you should.
Oh, you totally should. What is it?
Plant_fight.
I love it. Where's my phone? As soon as this fucking stream is over, I'm gonna fucking heart
Instinctive branding. That's what we do. We're not trying, just instinctive branding.
Fucking outstanding. And don't you go, Jordan? Don't you have a book too?
I do have a book. That's right. Oh yeah, I always
Did you forget about your book, Jordan?
Totally.
Yeah.
I always forget that people might be interested in it. It always seems like it's just.
I'm not. I just wanted you to play it.
You just put out an audio version of it.
I did just put out the audio book too.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, it's on the website, thequietpartloud.com. There's no need to pay for anything. You can download it, and if you want, you can donate something. But other than that, read it and enjoy it. I hope you like it if you do.
That's outstanding. That's outstanding.
That was a strong sell.
Strong push.
Yeah, strong push there.
So I'm gonna get the undercarriage and the warranty. I mean, you just sold that so hard.
We want to thank you guys for taking the time out of your schedule today. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to have you guys on the podcast, of course, again. And once COVID ends, we can all be in the same fucking room together.
How
again.
great would that be?
It'll be great.
Yeah.
It's so great to do that again. We want to thank you guys for coming on, for encouraging people to come donate to this. It's a super worthy cause. Thank you so much, and we really do appreciate your time today. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks so much, man. We'll get you guys some numbers.
Thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you so much. That's huge.
For sure. For sure. Thank you guys. So long.
All
See you guys soon. We'll talk to you.
Take care, guys. Thanks so much.
So long, everybody. Bye-bye. Tom.
Holy shit.
What the fuck, Tom?
What just happened, Cecil?
Jesus Christ. I don't know what the totals are because the totals are still
is it broken?
fucked, and like the site is broke. I keep getting texts that are like, yeah, it's not fucking refreshing. I'm sorry, the thing's fucked. So
Did
I'm not
Ian
sure
break
what
it?
the totals are, but we know that the totals were over $100,000. We know
just
that for sure.
Fucking amazing, man.
We know that for sure. We will update the
Holy
totals this
shit.
upcoming week. We're not sure how much and how much it's going to be. Here's the thing, folks. There still is an opportunity after everything's over to go and donate. And Tom and I still haven't donated our part because we had a match that we're going to donate to. So we want to, and we also want to put all the match people up. Ian, if you can put the match people up. Tom and I still have to donate our portion, which we're going to do as soon as we're done here. And so we just want to thank everybody. It looks like it's 119,000, but things are still settling. We're not sure where things are going to be. We know for sure there's still going to be matches and whatnot. So I think we definitely beat $120,000. We want to thank everybody who came on. It was just a really great outpouring. We hope that this does the tiniest bit of good down there. We just hope that it does the tiniest little push.
This is the most important thing we'll do this year. Yeah. This really is. This is the most important thing we'll do this year. We couldn't have accomplished, a 40th of this without you guys. So, incredibly grateful to all of the guests that came on today for giving us their time. They were generous with their time. They were quick to be generous with their time.
For sure.
Could not be more grateful for everybody listening and for everybody donating. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. How great is this?
It's been amazing. It's been an amazing run. We want to thank everybody, of course, who joined us. And we do this every Thursday night. So if you're on here and this is your first time visiting our streams, you can like or subscribe where you're at. And we do this every Thursday. So come on and join us. We hang out Thursday night, 9 p.m.
It's a lot of fun.
And Central Time. And we have a lot of fun every week. We always do reaction videos where Tom and I go like this. Or whatever. I don't know.
It's the first time we ever listen to certain music. Whoa, it's blowing my mind.
It's what the YouTubers do or whatever. I don't really know what you kids do nowadays. But it's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to peace out, though. It's been 3 straight hours. I'm sure Tom has to pee. So we're going to go. So long, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us.
Take care, guys. This was awesome.
Back on 9 p.m. Central.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, everyone. So long.
Bye, guys.
Take care, everyone. Ian, thank you so much. You did a killer job. Killer job.
Amazing.
And he did a great job, even though he broke the stream like 4 fucking times. Ridiculous. Unbelievable.
I cannot believe how much we raised.
That's so outstanding. It's so outstanding.
So much more than I thought we were going to raise.
I'm just so happy that people tuned in, and the people who we invited they're just amazing people. So it's just great. So.
Holy cow. It's so much money. Great. That's make a difference money. I think
so. Let's talk about Ian's stream for a minute. So
Stop.
Ian's got a great stream.
Talk about other things.
Is it on Twitch? Let's
Talk
go to Twitch
about
right now.
other
I'm
can
gonna
talk
go to Twitch
about other
and head over to
things.
Twitch.
You can stop.
Search.
No.
You can hear. You can hear me. I know you can hear me.
This is how we
Inside
end
Twitch,
every
just
stream.
you look
Say
for. And I'll
glory hole,
spell it in
everybody.
case
Thank you very
anybody
much. Okay, goodbye.
needs it.
Keep donating. Keep donating. Keep donating.
Yeah.